Barracuda is attempting to spend a lot of his resources into a rather tanky Chuck.
Tier 1 mid lane does fall in favor of Titan. First tower of the game, second tower of the game going in their direction. And that gold lead has grown 5,000 now, 6,000 in the XP charts. No Gold Fury to transition into, but there is speed buffs spawning on both sides of the map. They should look to flex their muscles a little bit and take a page out of Cognitive's book and strip some XP away.
So we reached the 20-minute mark, Bart, and things are a much different story than they were in the previous games for the European champions Titan, as they have made an incredible push into this mid-game. 6:05 now for Captain Ataraxia. Pretty Prime finally showing up this game with a 3-1-6 score himself. Comfrey 0-0-6. Everybody being positive except for the support, who's only 1 kill behind, but with 11 assists.
So looking at the backside here, Thor has his speed buff. Nemesis on the top side has picked up hers as well. Both junglers have the extra run speed and attack speed available to them. Cognitive Gaming still looking for a foothold in this game. Titan has really done a nice job of controlling the laning phase, utilizing that knock very, very well to secure some long-range kills, as well as using those silences very effectively. And it was really a big rotation from Confrey to set up this lead, getting a 3-man silence on the back of an Ares.
Well, that's good. It's very interesting. Every
200 gold ahead of Omega.
on your team having winged one.
200 creep kills compared to Kanye and Ataraxia, both sitting in the 170s.
Yeah, but this lane not being won by Osiris, even though he's keeping parity, it's okay. We won't see him.
Ancient take that.
Likely, that's going to be really
Oh
the
no,
realm
of course, for sure. Is everybody having the bubble on?
And the on her, to find those kills.
LeBlanc shreds a lot of protections, but remember, guys, if Comfrey activates Stormcall, his ultimate, for the time that he's channeling the spell in the air, before he comes down, he takes 50% reduced damage.
You believe that used to be 100%?
Yes, I can. I used him a lot. It was fun.
MLC Stealth caught no knock position yet again. The Confound comes out to help try to bail him out. He does have the Nox ultimate active on him and will eat the stun now, but that ult is down and they do not secure a kill. Cog likely looking to take a fight here. Yes, Athena's going to pour forward his Andinster. No, thinks better of it.
Yeah, Jeff Hindla getting the ultimate kind of wasted there in a rather curious spot, as well as Gold Fury will be respawning in 27 seconds, meaning if Jeff gets pushed out, he's going to stay out.
Yeah, Jeff, he really cannot die here. It's Kanye Life does find the chain, so onto Jeff Hindla, and now trying to move forward. Takes a lot of damage. Done. Barracuda is doing damage through the thing, but Ataraxia will find it. Ataraxia sniping him down, no problem. They trade their jungler for the mid laner of Prime, but the fight has not stopped yet.
Comfrey trying to go for it. I don't see him going for it. Omega uses his ultimate, and they're going to be forced away. This is almost a power play here, but with Reppy down versus Stealth, I actually do give an advantage here at the Gold Fury fight to Titan.
Here's something unbelievably smart. I can do with my 45 IQ. I can tell that place that released Corona, Biolab shouldn't have done it. Was a mistake. It's supposed to happen.
In any game, any MOBA.
They create many viruses in the world.
You can't pressure it, and you have
to release another autumn sickness now. This was supposed to make me sick right now. Maybe I'll become sick tomorrow.
As we mentioned a little bit earlier in the broadcast,
I start to feel
fairly small,
ill right now.
Finding objectives on the other side of the map can be very, very
It was outside.
As you see here, Omega attempting to do that, but he's a little bit late as Ares rotates in with the
It hit as soon as I went outside of the apartment.
Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. No ultimate. I hope the blue is worth it, buddy. That's going to be a pretty long 1-minute respawn for you, and you're going to lose your tower for it.
Yeah, guess what? Guess how you lost
battling out with
your
Jeff Hindla comes in. Bear is going for the
your smell and taste was brain damage.
They got him.
And there it is, well played for Barracuda, and they should be able to take this tier 1 on the back of that as well. They see the Nox and the Thor rotation coming out, and no, it's going to just be the recalls. Thor not going to be able to close the distance and stop this. They'll get a decent amount of damage onto the tower as well from the minions before Thor can come and clean that out.
So right there, I heard a huge chant of Barracuda. I was really expecting a huge chant of Jeff Hindla. Because that was the play. He saved Barracuda from danger. He applied the taunt to put Ataraxia in a bad spot. The shield wall procs at max level to make sure the damage is done. Barracuda did his work, but that was all Jeff.
Right side lane, tier 1 tower does go down in favor of Confrey. Titan continuing to take objectives off of the map. Nemesis is over here helping to farm up, and she's going to clear the wave off of her tier 2, but map control is starting to slip for Cognitive Prime here. The wards are getting deeper and deeper from Titan, and Cognitive has not had an answer for about the last 10 minutes to this Ares.
That and the gold difference keeps, just raising farther and farther in favor of Titan. 6,100 gold That's more than an item level per player on the team, and in some cases could be close to an entire item itself.
But it's a very, very different style of lead that Titan has here from what we saw out of Cognitive Gaming. When Cognitive won those first 2 games, all 5 of their members were ahead in net worth at this point.
Oh yeah.
Right now, Osiris is sitting in the 4th most.
Yeah, blow your mind again with my IQ. Those are the first, you know, a year before I figured that out, when I got Corona. I was vaccinated though. My first impressions were, you know, this feels very like robotic and metal. This feels like a virus made by a machine.
For me, this has all been Ataraxia so far. I mean, if COG wants to shut it down, they're gonna have to stop these fights, you know, trying to go onto Nox, stop trying to kill Reppy, and they need to stop fighting until they can see Ataraxia plainly in sight, not on wards, not in the jungle when he's walking through, you know, a minion camp. They might have an extra minion near. They need to see Ataraxia on the map or pick him up.
It was probably criminals, and probably the mafia, that incited the biolab to accident, supposed to release Corona.
Down goes Megatron. Jeff Hill is going to follow the circus rush. Dashing forward. Doesn't matter. Repigas finds the kill. That's 2 down. Cognitive Gaming going to have their work cut out for them now.
Naz, there right there. Andy's going to be forced to escape left side. Ataraxia feeling the hurt here from Barracuda, who just landed a few more shots, but the insane amount of healing coming out from Ataraxia is keeping him alive. But Barra not dropping it just.
Yeah, I have a picture, YouTube.
Yeah, Barracuda does have significantly less lifesteal at this juncture than is
On
on
the IQ tester too, some good stuff.
This item is a non-damaging attack speed lifesteal pen item.
Wow. Yeah, what about it?
More
not Fire Giant.
Additional lifesteal and HP when you get under a certain health threshold.
Bart, why aren't they going to the Fire Giant?
I'm not sure why they pushed that tier 2 on the right side. I guess they expected that.
Yeah, what about it? Yeah, I'm trying to sound like a goblin.
A little bit better position, but Cognitive Prime with the perfect answer to this kind of off the mark push from Titan. They push up the mid lane, get a lot of farm in the Nemesis. They push up to the tier 2 on the left side, and wrapping around now is the Nemesis. The backstab is out. Ataraxia in a lot of trouble. He takes this guy, but he doesn't make
nice ult, bro.
Down he will fall. A misplay from the very, very far punter here. But Barracuda gets exploded now by Repigas.
Finally, Repigas showing up in this set. I mean, he's been so quiet. In fact, maybe even detrimental in the first 2 games. But this game has been an absolute knockout situation for him. Every single play he has made has been so big.
Right side mid camp go the way of Titan. Jeff Hinla thought about contesting him, and now he may pay with it for his life. He does have that Nox ultimate active on him, dashing forward. He's going to do some damage. He's going to use his Aegis to avoid that. Very, very strange that you're going to see an Aegis out on an Athena. Usually it's a more defensive-oriented spell like a Shell or even a Creeping Curse to try to make up some, well, HP differential from Confrey.
So there's healing on Confrey. There's a lot of healing on Ataraxia as well with the Unicorn build. Brawlers, or rather, we have the Devs Gloves and the Aussie both providing a lot of lifesteal. So instead, he goes into Aegis to protect himself. The issue is he's not a target.
Right. Usually you want to see the Aegis on a target that they're going to dump a lot of burst into, and you can avoid all of it. Anderson, he's going to take a bit of damage here, but he's not in too much trouble. Well, now he is, as the chains come out from Kanye Life. He's going to zap away a lot of that protection, and now he's going to try to resurge back in with the Athena, but the cripple was still there, so he was unable to dash forward.
So right there, that was really big for me on the side of Repigas. He gets the stun and doesn't go for the double tap from Mjolnir's attunement. Instead, he walks up and just does Berserker Barrage, forcing Andy to shield, allowing him to use Mjolnir as a reaction. That is incredible matchup knowledge and brilliant play coming out from the European jungler.
We're going to have 3 Shin Sais up and running now on Cognitive Prime.
Left side, there is a Witchblade. I would like to see some Midgardian mail as well, and there's no room on that side for a Enfeebling Curse, which would be incredibly beneficial at this stage.
It is going to be another Gold Fury going the way of Titan, their 4th of the game, if I'm correct. That's just a lot.
Right side, Megatron taking it tier 1, answering back a small amount of gold, putting himself in a small amount of danger, but he is Osiris, and I don't expect him to take too much threat here.
Yeah, Chalk does not bring really any heart to the table. What he does have is a short duration knockup, but it's contingent upon 2 spells hitting. It's a low percentage play. He does have the silence as well, but it's not going to be enough to stop Osiris. He's running back to his base with impunity.
So, Barra, Andy,
whatever, man.
Omega, all level 20,
let's do some Demon Nation.
Very close. So they're effectively 1 level behind for the core damage dealers, and then Jeff Hinla is 1 level behind Kanye. The experience
Teleport.
Reed's 9300 is basically irrelevant.
Any farming patch.
8100 is still quite relevant indeed. So they're going to have to be careful on their fights, especially with Jeff Hindla still having that Aegis.
To put it into some perspective for you, about a 5,000 gold differential you can feel. It's about half of an item on the enemy team.
Right.
8,000, they're about an item or the better part of a luxury item ahead of you at this stage. So.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, so what's the rest? You know, it's scroll. Okay, I'll do it again.
When it comes down to me, I want to see Andy ult, and
this is a good fucking farming mushroom, isn't it?
Stealth and Andenster must be on the same target at the same time, and they must provide enough threat to scare people away from fighting Barracuda.
Once the Switchblade is done on the Nemesis, I want to see
looking for other doing
pick up that Fist of the Gods out of the hand of the gods, setting up that stun for MLC Stealth.
I'm surprised we haven't seen it. It's usually a much earlier pick for Nemesis, given the fact that she can get in so quickly.
Especially when paired with burst mages like we see on
Oh, where is Reppy going?
Reppy, he's just going to try to bail
out. They got Fire Giant. I can't believe. I thought that was a bait. They actually got that.
And they took it down much faster than I expected as well. Jeff Hindla is going to be in a lot of trouble, and he's going to take a spill here.
That Aegis is going to help, buddy.
5. And now surging forward.
I'm really gonna walk the Draenor.
They are not gonna go down without a fight here versus Cognitive Prime. Down 2 games to nothing. They surge back with a brilliant draft. They pick up the Ares. They set up a great game.
I know where I can go.
To break the base 5v4.
Now this is what I'm always talking about. When you're in the lead, protect the lead. They must be careful. So many games have been thrown at Phoenix's. MLC Stealth already under half though. That's gonna give them a way in. Jumping in right away. Kanye Life tanking it up. Pretty Prime takes the Nemesis ultimate, and Andy's not going to be able to follow that one up.
Yeah, there's no one can follow that one up. Omega could jump forward with his ultimate, but it's just not where you want to use that ability. They have done a pretty decent job here in Cognitive, however, stalling out this push onto the Phoenix.
Let's see some red light.
Confrey's going to go ahead and drop that silence down. Barracuda may fall in the well. No, dashing back is Confrey.
That was a pretty cute teleport. I like that.
That was, yeah.
I like that.
Clever stuff.
So they're going to bail out here, probably just clean up the jungle, go for the tier 2. Lord knows they have the damage for it.
Yeah, that's going to be an easy, easy 1,500 gold for, well, maybe not, as Cognitive, they want to fight this one. Tanya Light moving forward, Anderson already in a lot of trouble, not going to get pulled.
Is that actually going to find it?
No, Repicos does. Thor comes crashing down, tier 2 to fall here, as Cognitive Prime slips yet again, dropping their jungler.
So tier 2 going to fall, another 1,500 will separate the two teams. 12,000 gold now. A lot of it still in pocket, of course, but they're going to push in again to the Phoenix. Diving into the backline. Omega has a line for a kill, but they're just not feeling it.
Yeah, just off the mark there was that.
Yeah, I'm walking the Draenor.
Moving forward is the Repicos as well. Adoration takes this guy down.
Yes, it's not easy enough, this mushroom.
Omega trying to Pretty Prime. Confrey in a bit of trouble, but now Jeff Hindla's forced
to use his Magi. Using something that was complicated before.
No ultimates available. Going to try to hold out the 5 members of Titan.
That Phoenix is falling quickly. Stealth still has enough damage to hold the Titan, and I think the boys on Titan are going to know it. So they're going to go over. Actually, no, they're going to go back and spend gold in hand right now. Everyone is sitting at 2K or higher.
No, I just already had Draenor Village unlocked.
1970.
They're going to buy those items and be very proud because they have an opportunity to make their way back into this set. 2-2-0 right now, about to be 2-1. Wow.
Bart, not only that, there's still over 90 seconds left on their Fire Giant buff. And remember, guys, Fire Giant buff allows you to push down towers and Phoenixes even quicker. So you know they're going to take this opportunity to...
Oh, there's some farming patch here, actually.
I mean, the itemization on Titan. 3 Titan's Banes, 2 Chin Size, 2 Winged Blades, 2 Witch Blades, and 2 Brawler's Beat Sticks.
2 Beat Sticks.
There is a lot of physical damage coming out.
Why are there 2 Beat Sticks?
Hey, well, they need the pen. They gotta have the pen on the ROM to set up the unicorn build. And what you see here on ROM is the true unicorn build, yes, as designed by the one and only Kret. But the Thor.
I'm really enjoying Divination right now, having 99 on my main. It's really fast in the beginning.
Has picked one up as well for some additional flat pen.
It looks like it's just going to have to be the 20 penetration. Nothing else really makes sense here. He has full beats. Right now, Repicos is a very dangerous man.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, if you get spun on, it's gonna be about 1,400 to 1,500 damage depending on your armor value. Kanye Life is gonna grab, but it's not gonna find anybody. Jeff Hinla Aegis is nonetheless. Repicos is taking to the sky.
That's a really big play because forcing out all that usage is going to make it very hard for them to defend. Here comes Reppy. They're gonna be able to go forth. They're trying to burn down this Phoenix quickly, and they are gonna get it. Two-man ultimate. Bear is in a lot of trouble. Barracuda goes down. MLC Stealth getting troubled here. Does a lot of damage. Is he gonna get in? No! He's not a monster. He is respawning.
Omega goes down as well. Ataraxia up in the sky. Jeff Hinla gonna be the last shot. He's just shooting the Titan. It's only Anister alive. Titan pushing into the base. 60%, 30%, 20%. Goes the Titan. We're going to game 4. Europe not dead yet.
Everybody, after 2 extremely dominant first games where it seemed this would be a clean 3-0, Titan finds their comeback potential hidden within themselves.
It was not a clean 3-0.
Right now, fellas, we are in a best of 5. We're going into game number 4. This means that in order to win now, with Titan being 1-2 against Cognitive Prime, they have to win 2 more matches.
Battling for their tournament life, the number 1 seed out of... Europe. They're wearing the red trunks from the top side of the minimap and the right side of your spectator UI. It is Titan! Ataraxia is your hunter as on her. It's going to be pretty prime in the mid lane as Vulcan. Repicos in the jungle is Athena, Confrey in the solo, and Kanye Life is the support Ares.
I was really wondering why they keep letting them get this speed buff for free. Finally, Kanye Life shows up. Jeff taking a lot of damage here. It's getting within hand range. They're going to have to basically get lucky on this one. No! Kanye hand! Kanye hand! No! He messes it up!
And now Barracuda with the speed buff. That chain, very, very good that chain hit, because if not, Barracuda likely going to run him down. He's still going to try forward anyway. Only has a So Beautiful, no dash forward to try to set this up. He'll just get a lot of damage on Ataraxia with the passive. And he oh, what a nasty play. The sidestep god, Barracuda!
This could be real big trouble if they go back and watch this replay. If they lose this, Kanye Life is going to live down
level 2
forever.
gank in the mid lane. MLC Stealth in some trouble. No, Pretty Prime harassed just too much. They can't make anything out of that.
That and Repicos does not have Confound yet, which means he couldn't confirm the second hit of Shield Wall. And it looks like he has not leveled an ability for his 3rd level yet. So I think he's going to wait until he gets into the jungle before he goes.
Right side lane, Confrey is going to get plucked and Driving Strike. Circuit CC already used. I don't think there's a kill potential here as the minions are just too big and Omega takes quite a bit.
That's how you know the matchup. Confrey walking back in to do some extra damage. Even with Andy hanging around, Confrey undeterred.
Pretty Prime hitting level 3 and picking up his red buff. In the meantime, MLC still sitting at level 4 just from lane minions, and now will fall back for the red buff of his own. Right side lane, Anderson trying to play forward on the Confrey, but they're going to miss their CC chain, and Anderson sitting at under half HP now.
Jeff, it looks like, is not going to go for the invade. He will go for his own blue buff. Topside jungle now completely stripped away of any buffs. Just the small camps remain, which are getting cleared very quickly. And maybe a bit of miscommunication there as Pretty Prime rotated up, but Repicos just burned it down.
I'm pretty happy with this adjustment from Cognitive Prime to not aggress so deeply into the enemy jungle in this game. They got caught out a couple times with the blue buff on the left side in that duo lane, and I think it ended up being a big contributor to why they lost game number 3.
So going into lane now, Ataraxia gets into level 4. Barracuda getting into level 4 as well with a slight experience advantage, and I mean slight, to Barracuda. Barracuda very smartly puts the blue buff on the ground and goes back to wait for it as the speed buff is going to fall off in just a second. Oh, is it not? What's happening here?
I'm not sure. He wanted to maybe leech a little more XP, at least show his face there, and now still standing over the blue buff and will pick it up now, so he's had 100% upside so far.
Oh, in trouble here. Omega about to hit level 5. Can he hit it fast enough to find the kill onto Confrey? He's going to try to dash forward and go for the kill. Confrey does have the opportunity to turn around here. Driving strike, Boulder.
I should have waited a little bit.
Turn around, Omega goes down. First blood to Europe.
Fucking Athena, man.
a gutsy play there coming out from the Hercules, attempting to fight through the incoming Athena ultimate, and ends up just taking too much damage, misjudging what it was coming.
I think what it comes down to is Repicas had the presence of mind to understand what Omega was going for and got that ultimate off before. Confrey might have called for the bait there. That was beautiful teamwork and 100% absolutely calculated.
Right side mid camps up first. Repicas in position for them, and they're closing in with MLC Stealth. They're going to taunt him back. They're going to have a lot of damage here now with the ultimate coming out as well. 2 ultimate views so far. MLC Stealth takes quite a bit of damage. The next time coming out. And Siphon Darkness. Boom! Return kill for Cognitive Prime just like that, and they'll secure the right side and left side mid camps.
Dots on dots on dots. Puts down the European jungler after a pretty good first blood play. Mid-camp's going to be separated one to one team, one to the other. Titan still with a very small advantage as Andy jumps into the mid lane, but a strange no aggression.
Well, he jumps in, he sees the turret, and he realizes that he doesn't want to take 3 or 4 shots on that to try to get a low percentage taunt off on a pretty prime and falls back.
Now it looks like 3 people pushing up so they can go into their own jungle safely. MLC and Andy will retreat back to the right small camp. It seems to split that. Repicas has respawned, but splits with no one again.
We're passing the 4-minute mark now, and the major buffs are going to be respawning. Both speed buffs about to come up on the top and bottom side of the map, as well as the right side top blue buff. That is the blue buff for Titan. We'll see if Confrey can secure that for his team. It looks like the orange buff will go the way of Repicas, no problem.
I would love to see someone aggress onto bottom side blue from Titan, but it looks like this one's just going to be a clean win. For Andy. Jeff will rotate up to split the experience and gold, but honestly, it doesn't seem like we're going to see much in terms of invasions for this round.
Yeah, the orange buff's going to go quickly over to the Circuit. She scales a little bit better than the Athena does with this movement speed, Ralph.
So now Athena goes back up, and again, strangely, not
240 pages. 250 is going to hit different. Like a taser in the nuts. Ain't your mama, ain't your mama. Ain't no.
Splitting this camp with Pretty Prime. Level 7 right now. MLC Stealth, of course, level 8, which is very important. He did manage to find a kill as well, and is sitting actually, it looks like they're pretty close, but we're going to see Reppy in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it's a lot of ultimates bursting out onto him, and, well, he's going to go down now as the knock comes through.
Maybe not.
No, one last tick of the poison, not going to do it. Repicas barely surviving there. And also, important to note, Repicas has built into a very early Fist of the Gods.
I like that. I like that because he's showing that he can still be tanky as well. He just took Cataclysm, the Night Terror, and Last Breath. Barracuda going up into the air to stop himself from getting pulled by no escape, but where is he going?
He's just going to fall back to the wave. He wanted to fly a little bit, see what it was like to...
he went 1 meter.
And then right back under the tower.
Kill him. Right side, Omega and Confrey going back on it. Confrey actually very low right now, and strangely continues his aggression. Omega should have a pretty close amount of damage to go for the kill, and if Confrey aggresses near the tower, it could be disastrous, but he's playing it safe.
It's how to right, man.
Top side, both buffs being picked up now as 4 members farm the jungle.
It's been like 4 days in a row. I felt like I didn't want to ride, except on stream.
It will not give you that kind of platform onto your mid laner that perhaps you're...
It's strange when you feel like, oh, I don't want to do something today, but it keeps happening every day, every single day. Though I don't want to go for a run, but
a little bit in his levels.
Every 4 days it feels...
Right now, moving back to mid lane, should have a pretty free attempt
it's
at
like...
clear, as a lot of people are starting to rotate. No, they're going to give it up, and Araxia backs off.
For you, maybe black magic.
And it looks like the mid camps are going to be contested. Left side almost guaranteed to go to...
For me, it's about not hitting enough whipped cream.
Yeah, Jeff Inlet's here. They realize that they can counter war this, and they'll go ahead.
So the world will be covered in.
Up the mid camps on the backside of that engagement. Omegatron surges forward. He's going to get taunted out. He's going to take some damage as well, but I don't think it's enough to end up killing off the Hercules, and now right side camps are available to be contested by Cognitive as well.
Looks like Confrey's going to try to rotate in, but he's going to find himself in a bad spot. He recognizes this and keeps his distance.
They're going to try to collapse
but not enough distance.
He's going to go for the tether. Omegatron's going to stand and fight now. He's going to eat the stun in just a moment. Mid camps are going to go ahead and reset now. No one moving forward. Here comes Repicas, but not going to go for Comp. There's a Confound coming out now. There's the Lord of the Afterlife. Going to reduce healing from Jeff Himla as well as MLC Stealth. Pretty Prime is going to find 1 kill. Confrey finds a second, but Anister on the backside does find Repicas. Omegatron in a bit of trouble now as he gets piled in by 2 driving strikes forward.
This is trouble.
Anister's going to be looking for Kanye in the back of this fight, but now he's forced to surge forward and just protect his Hercules. However, in the meantime, look how the left side tier 1.
That's right. All the while, Barracuda trying to do some damage here. They did get a wave stripped away. Ataraxia will lose some experience for that one. As you do see, Barracuda has procced into level 9.
His ultimate is back up as well, so this is a fairly safe split push, especially with only the on her incoming.
I didn't write too much on stream
See
today.
this? I think he's going to hear it. Jumps over Barracuda. Ooh, huge shot cancel. Oh, he's going in.
It's okay.
Well, Serket here she comes with the Athena ultimate going to come out as well, and they're going to just bail on this one.
Oh, they're going to try Barracuda.
He already stabbers down there in my basement. Oh, it's okay.
Able to use it there. Ataraxia doesn't manage to find the kill. Barracuda
I
once
thought
again.
Approach will ask first when he is ulting.
Does he make it out of that one? One more on her in hand would have been enough to do it. Desert Fury not available at the time,
right?
Unable to secure that kill. Was Titan, and it remains 2-3 in a very ponderously paced game.
Yeah, 600 gold separate the two teams. Still no Gold Fury attempt at the 8-minute mark. Both teams, I think, are being a little bit more cautious. Maybe not on the Titan side. They've been forced into a pretty bad spot, but I think the last game was a wake-up call to the boys on Cognitive to say, like, hey, this is not over by a long shot.
Finland rolls out to come scout the Gold Fury here as Kanye Life and Pretty Prime Surge over there doing a little bit of counter warding. In the mid lane, moving forward is the Serket.
Oh, Andy.
But Andy playing on this one really, really aggressive.
Where is he even going? What was the plan?
I guess they feel like they need to keep this Vulcan down, and they keep on risking a little bit to try to pick up that kill.
Realistically, you can't keep Pretty Prime Vulcan down. This is his god.
Right.
This is what he does.
It's one of his best, if not his best character, and he's been fairly successful with it so far in the tournament as well. Obviously, it was quite successful against SK during their matchup.
So into the mid lane, Jeff Hindla goes trying to hold things down while MLC Stealth rotates it once again with Andy to be able to camp split. This has been very important in MLC Stealth push.
Right side, Serket, they found out at least one target. They're going to take a lot of damage from that Vulcan ultimate. No, not enough by far. The Cataclysm comes out. Here comes Kanye Life. He's going to find a lot, but Repicon, he moves back in and he popped. No, the Serket ultimate. There's no poison. MLC Stealth taken out. The damage coming through.
MLC Stealth is not alive.
And it's Sir Henla Stealth all falling there.
I can't believe it. That was the dream. That was the ultimate gonna spread to everyone around him, but somehow escapes with the most meager amount of health I've seen, and right back into the fight he goes.
Reaction time there from Barracuda to save his life, but the Gold Fury has been started now by Ataraxia and Repicon, so this is gonna be free.
Bart, this is building up too much for me. I'm getting too excited that this could be game 5.
Yeah, they've held now on to very different than the last game at pre-10-minute mark. They have a real advantage now, 2,800 gold, 3,500 experience. Now,
this is something a lot of players probably haven't seen, and that's, of course, going to be the Athena jungle. Now, this was originally created and cultivated by Lassus of Team Dignitas. Eventually, just stopped doing it. For whatever reason, didn't feel it was strong enough. Started playing a lot of Bastet, a lot of Humbots. But Repikas, talking about all weekend about how this was going to be his pick. This is what he was going to bring it out in dire straits, and he was going to go for it. And then during picks and bans, I immediately looked at the screen and thought that was not a good idea, but obviously I've been proven wrong. He is 0-2, sure, but all 6 of his assists are all 6 of the kills on the Titan side.
Yeah, he's been involved in basically everything, using that Defender of Olympus ultimate to move across the map very well. We have a grouping in the mid lane here by Cognitive. It looks like they want to force a fight as Anderson moves forward and finds a bit of damage on a Repicos, but there's not much they can do to follow this up. They're going to use the ultimate here as well. Moving forward is Geb Cataclysm, and they're going to use 3 ultimates yet again. This time they will be successful in finding the kill. Jeff Hindla eats about half of his HP from the Vulcan. MLC Stealth shrugs it off with her shield.
Kanye actually gets hit by the Siphon Darkness in the back line. Comfrey in a lot of trouble here. Great turnaround potential for the boys on Cog.
MLC Stealth going to be able to blow this one up. It looks like no Ares will get the ultimate off as they're going to beads it away. However, Comfrey finds a big healing. How are they not taking him down yet? Comfrey continues to search for this fight. MLC Stealth eventually does find that kill, but at what cost?
I really wish Pretty Prime didn't go back on this. Stealth has the opportunity. That's going to be a 3 for 2. Still in favor for Cog, but I'm sure they're not sweating it.
Yeah, it's they trade their support and their jungler in exchange for the solo laner and the support on the side of Titan. It ends up being probably trades in favor of Cognitive. Anderson only level 10. Confrey was traded at level 14 and does go down. However, in the meantime, Jeff Hindla is also behind Kanye Life, which is going to be a bigger problem than the jungler being behind the solo laner.
That's also very curious. Normally, even when they're down, Jeff Hindla still winds up being ahead, at least by a little bit.
That's right, yeah. One of the better support players, 5-position players in the game at finding his farm and making sure he doesn't fall behind. This is a very rare kind of disparity for young Jeff Hinla.
A 700 goal difference. Aries put up 2 kills and 5 assists so far, being a part of 7 of 8, which is huge, but I'm still so elated over Comfrey's play there. 4-man tether, gonna find a huge stun. The no escape finds 3. He cancels directly into the absolutely beautiful Spirit Flail, which finds 2. Of course, they both go down, but Titan really showing that even at a disadvantage, they can play well. What it comes down to is, where was Pretty Prime? Why didn't he back in that engagement?
Left side mid camp's coming up. In position is Jeff Hinla and Amundsen. They're gonna double hog that and take it down instantly. And the right side not going to be up for a little bit of time here, so advantage Cognitive. They continue to chip away at the lead from Titan. They've whittled that gold lead down to under 2K now.
All right, so jumping away.
You should have hold back in the game, but you can't put this enemy jungle with it. Just but still the middle jungle.
The Cataclysm, he's gonna throw out the chains, but not gonna find it. Reppy goes in deep and will find damage to Jeff.
Or it's much worse in the first 10 minutes of the game fighting the enemy jungle, so you can't evade. Evading that sucks for everyone. It's like breaking your opponent's leg before you start fencing with your dicks.
13-minute mark, you're gonna see some respawns as you see the speed buff just getting taken right there and put onto Annenster. Top side speed buff available, as well as the Maycamp getting respawned. Andy might have put himself in a bad spot here because he just got pulled out of his death bane.
Yeah, and he has nothing left to use as his leap to initiate as well. The knockup's going to continue pushing him forward. Repicos, oh, where is the cooldowns? Oh, Annister has the dash, and he's going to have his next leap in 1 second.
No!
Oh, that would have been enough for the kill. Ataraxia, Desert Fury going to find him.
Hello, Ataraxia.
And there was the
hey, how you doing?
last-ditch effort from October's Kiss there to try to push him off of him, but nothing cooking there, and down will fall the Circuit.
I love reach kills, and what you guys might not know out there is that anytime that Athena uses an ability, her next auto attack will just be a thrown spear that has like transcendent properties, will go directly through. So she throws it through the wall. Had he not ambushed,
the longer you play ranked, the more you can play solo lanes, you can chill for a bit, you know?
Smite history, but he still was able to escape, and though he did die, it's still not completely detrimental because he did force the rotation and the ultimate out of Ataraxia.
Yeah, he wasted some time, he made some space, but Omega didn't find anything in the far side of the map there to really make that trade worthwhile. It simply just stalled out a little bit more as he's fallen now 2 levels behind Confrey, who's going to take the tier 1.
So Omega has opted into a full teleport here. Confrey still teleport 1 down for 80 seconds, forces Omega back and to use it. This is going to give him a great opportunity to head back and get back without losing experience because the rotation is going to be strong enough.
Left side, Nox trending over here. Geb is there as well, moving forward as Repicos. They're going to use that ultimate from Vulcan as well. Jeff in a lot of trouble. He's going to use Cataclysm, but he's going to fall here, no doubt. Kanye Life moving forward, finds the ultimate stealth, forced to use his beads yet again.
That's looking like Gold Fury to me. I don't see why not.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to contest this, absolutely. Now,
eyes on Andy.
The Hog 3 is up and running, of course, on the Ares.
Did he just ambush in? He just used one of his major escape abilities to jump into absolutely nothing. He could have walked that distance very, very quickly, and that's going to be a detriment. Silenced out. Repicos still does have his confound.
Barracuda comes crashing in. Repicos going to get stunned out, but he's gotten very, very far away here, and is going to barely live to that ultimate as well. As about 10 HP remaining. Barracuda, he's down. But so will Ataraxia as he falls to the poison. 2 more ticks. Yes, down he will go as a boulder comes as well. Annister looks for his next target, and he's still in the ambush state. There's Pretty Prime, but it's another Athena ultimate coming down on top of him, and they have to be careful. Annister in a lot of trouble now as he is definitely the target. Kanye Light moving forward, zoning out MLC Stealth, and here is Confrey. Jeff Hinla's going to make it in here, but is it going to be in time to save MLC Stealth? Yes, it will with a shield. Down, no, goes MLC, but down falls Kanye Life. Omega trying to tear, but is it enough?
3 seconds still driving strike. Can he last through? Can he get away? It looks like he will. Andy in a pretty weird spot right now will, of course, Deathbane away. A very strange 2 for 2 thanks to the respawn and rotation of Jeff Hinla.
You're looking over at Titan, a team that doesn't have very many defensive cooldowns, really only...
Andy, don't do it.
Oh, wow. Why would you go in here, Annister, please?
Andy, don't do it.
Taunted out, Geb Shield immediately. They baited the taunt at least before he started using his abilities, but back...
Soon, a world of the covered in whipped cream. Not naughty boy.
Back to Titan, they only have that AoE defensive buff from bolster defenses out of Ares. Right. Besides that, they don't have really any sustain or any additional defensive abilities like a Get Shield or whatnot, but they still end up outlasting Cognitive in these extended team fights.
So Ares does respawn. He's going to try to work his way back after the tier 1 goes down. Now this time, Kanye Life has opted into chains, into searing flesh, into no escape, not leveling the bolster defenses past level 1. There have been times in the past where he's leveled it completely and have forced rotations just to defend against it. It's a very smart strategy, but this time he's not going for the bait.
Yeah, I think they're just, well, Serket's doing the true damage, and Nox is bringing a lot of magical damage as well to the board. The additional physical defense not quite as important in this game. You'd rather have the damage and try to burst down that Serket as early as possible.
So 7-12 right now, 3,000 gold in the lead. Still modest at this point. Titan does have a pretty decent advantage. Most notably,
Map was a great fucking idea as mage.
1,200 gold right now ahead.
Was it like 10% of the fights you on the mana anyway,
quite a
right?
bit. I mean, the levels as well really making a big difference. 18
Some
to level
mana
16 Hercules. A 2-level disparity there as the XP graphs continue to kind of stay level.
Apollo on the ADC meta.
A little bit more
It probably
gold,
wasn't Apollo.
Still only the tune of 5,500 XP and 2,600 gold. You'd be looking for them to build a bit of a bigger lead, given how dominant they have been around the kills around the map.
Right there, Andy forced to use his beads as a beautiful confound will stop the Deathbane dash away from Andancer. This is going to give Repicos enough time to rotate around the map. Gold Fury, again, still available in both Ataraxia and Repicos have sentry wards on this side of the map in their inventory, and then Comfrey could rotate as well.
Forcing the leap out of On Her now is Cog, and they're going to go ahead and counter ward, but Kanye Life moving forward with his ultimate. It's not going to pull Barra, and Jeff Hindler's going to throw out the Cataclysm to prevent that as well. That ability will be on cooldown now for another 85 seconds as it was blown simply to counter the Ares ultimate. Right,
now they also counter the Sentry Ward. Vision given back. Topside, Comfrey still able to hold off that solo lane tower, as you're going to see Andy rotate through the jungle, maybe looking to just help out his boy MLC Stealth, because he's getting aggressed on once again by 2 people. We get some pings coming out here, but we're probably going to see aggression come into the Gold Fury pretty soon.
Yeah, the Nox play here from MLC Stealth. He picked up 4 fairly early kills, but has died 3 times since, putting him at 4, 3, and 3. Wasn't able to really effectively snowball. And if you look over on the side of Cog, they've had a really hard time getting anything going here in terms of farm.
Here comes Repicos as well. Desert Fury going to be used. They're trying to keep Jeff out, and yes, he does get pushed out. Reppy gets him back as well. Here's a rotation coming in from Confrey. Beautiful teleport into the back line as Barra attempts to burn down Pretty Prime. The Aegis will keep him alive, but MLC Stealth will find the cleanup.
Down will go Pretty Prime, the first to fall in this fight. 50-second respawn for him. Confrey continues to try to hold the front line for Titan, and looks like he will be successful in doing so. Cognitive a little bit leery of trying to initiate, I think, into the Repicos taunt there, but it's going to go down. But that's going to be it for them. Maybe they transition this into a mid lane push, does Cog. But it's going to be held out pretty well. The Confrey and Kanye Life between the Osiris and the Ares, not a lot of clear, but it could potentially be enough to hold them out without their hunter in position.
Ataraxia is in
left side. It's Ataraxia. We saw this play happen a little bit earlier as well. Here comes Anderson through the tower. She does not have a lot of HP points to deal with this. There's the ultimate as well. On him, going to leap nonetheless, and it's not going to be enough to find the kill.
He's trying to heal up, but when affected by Last Breath, will not gain even life steal. Right now, they're trying to chase out Stealth. Confrey taking a lot of damage. They'll be able to walk away from this one safely, as there is an attempt to contest here at the mid camp.
MLC does get taunted in, and now the ultimate coming out from the Hercules as well. Aegis forced out from the Nox. Repicos could be in some trouble as I talk about Mandy in the chain right in the right spot. Omegatron has a great opportunity on the Kanye Life here to find themselves a kill, and they will secure it. And Cognitive continues to take back what once was Titans.
You know, I honestly consider that an extended engagement from the Gold Fury. No one ever really left and right side. Oh my God, that's a lot of archers.
Yeah, wow, that's a big stack of archers there, and they're going to continue hitting away at this tower. Will it be enough, though? Tower falling down to about 10% now.
They all switch.
And archers switch over to the big minion, and, well, the tower will take care of the rest of the duties here, but another wave coming in very soon. It feels like Confrey will have this tier 1 tower to his credit.
So the first 2 games were all about Barracuda, but last game got absolutely dominated by Ataraxia. This game 0-1-2, not showing up at all. And really, the global presence has not had a major benefit so far. This game, though, Ataraxia 1-1-2, not faring all that much better. Actually, 100 goal behind even with the fact that they have a tower advantage and the Gold Fury.
Mid lane here, they may be looking for the dive onto Kev. He uses his stone shield already, but Comfrey, I don't make him no never mind. He just surges forward with all that physical damage mitigation and takes the tier 1. Yet another influx of gold for Titan.
I think they actually might lose that influx right away as minions burn their way down the right side of the map. This tier 1 tower will fall in response, and even 500 gold swing.
Yeah, helping out COG more than it is Titan at this stage as the game continues to stall out a bit. COG needs to close this gap. Brandon, looking at the late game here, who are you favoring?
Honestly, I'm looking more to just because Ares has been so effective, and realistically,
that's a
just
combo,
not
man.
showing up this game. Though he did a lot of damage there, I just don't see them being able to peel enough for stealth with how well Pretty Prime has been playing. If he can find one big ult, the fight is over.
Yeah, between the knocks and
I feel like Honor has said with jump should go down.
The game so far in these team fights.
Så han
I think
bad.
that's actually pretty brilliant analysis. I mean, who does Jeff choose?
Raw ult should be Global come out of his ass.
Damage forever, or does he try to save Andy, who's basically going to get blown up? He's going to go for the, the
Kraken should come out of his ass.
They know where Anderson is. Can they find the chain? No, and he dashes just past. Now the taunt's coming out. Here comes Geb. The rollout's going to hit just one. Anderson continues to move forward. He tries to find his ultimate, and we'll go into Pretty Prime. And now Anderson forced basically out of this fight. All of his cooldowns blown to leave. Megatron holds the front line, but it's not enough, and it's an ultimate wasted. But
Here's
no,
Barra.
down comes Barracuda. What is he going to do in this fight? He's put himself in between several members of
Nice
Titan.
ult, bro.
Comfrey going to rotate back in with a Psycho Crusher, but doesn't find anything. No healing reduction.
They gotta get out.
Here. There is no ultimate for the Geb. They pluck back Kanye Life. Driving strike onto 2. Kanye Life, can they secure this kill? Replica starting to fall. Down goes Kanye Life. Barracuda threads the needle. And now it's Comfrey in some trouble, as is Repicos. They're falling back. But look at Anderson way out ahead. What is he doing?
He's trying to get away here. He's very low. Ambush over the wall. He's actually stuck. The Spirit Flails gets away. He's going back in. You must not be greedy, boy. You must run for your life.
Wow, Comfrey taking a little bit more harass out of MLC stealth there. The backside blue.
After all this, just glide on the ground backwards and shoot out of his hands.
It's going to be the very traditional build out of Barracuda.
That's right. Still going into the Unicorn build is Ataraxia, which is usually not super effective on her. Jeff Hinla very low.
Everyone called for Ares ult recently go out into his ass with the chains, instantly die. He should have installed Windows for US. Well.
These are going for one of your favorite items in the game, Brandon.
I don't know that I agree with that. I think that entire fight was dictated.
It's just uninstalled.
Hercules stood in the front and they're like, we can't do anything
The double
about
driving
this.
strike in that fight.
Oh,
really
that was brilliant.
It's uninstalled Smite.
Heavy Hammer, it looks like it's coming forth. That is no, I'm sorry, yes, there is a Rune Forge Hammer already. This is guaranteed to be Frostbound Hammer.
Yeah, it seems very, very likely, although it'll probably stay as a heavy hammer for some time. Gold Fury gonna be back up here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it just has respawned, and look where Titan happens to be.
Yeah,
Getting
and he
this,
does not recognize, or at least he recognized it too late. He can dive in here, but he's alone.
Yeah, that would not be a great choice for Mr. Anderson. In fact, he's gonna get pulled out anyway, and
there's no reason for him to be where he is.
Yeah, he was just in no man's land there.
Barracuda jumping in with the ultimate. No, gonna choose the wiser and not, oh my god, he's going out to Comfrey. Oh, he tried to turn up here and he's gonna pay for it.
He's gonna fall back to sprint activated as well. And, well, that's going to be all she wrote for this engagement for the moment at least, but it's yet another Gold Fury, the third of the game, going to make Titan. 13 kills for 10, 24 and a half minutes in. It's 52,000
took my pants.
in game number 4.
I'm kidding.
Down one game, 2-1 set.
You know, Athena has been so heavily favored by Titan, even from a support role. They played her 17 or 18 games out of 20. And here you can see she's effective, but this time they baited it.
Athena's third item can't be defense, the second one
This
is.
is the second time we've seen Kanye put in a bad spot in the picks and bans phase and go with Ares. And this is the second time now, or rather second tournament now, where it's been extremely successful.
I gotta tell you, Spirit Robe has come out onto the Athena here.
I love it.
Her weakening curse.
I love it.
Break down this item for me.
So Spirit Robe is going to be pretty clean, right? 125 health, 55 magical protection, a very small amount of physical protection, and 10% cooldown reduction. Couple that with the Breastplate of Valor, and you're sitting very close to cooldown cap. But now, since she's in the front line all the time, anytime she gets hit with a hard CC, I'm talking stuns, mesmerizes, silences, it's going to pop the Spirit Robe passive, increasing her damage mitigation. This can happen
in a lot of trouble underneath the tower. He said it's healing mitigated by the weakening curse. It's going to start ticking up, but it's just not enough. and down will go Megatron. They rotate the Athena as well, and this is going to be a tower attempt.
Yeah, in Hearthstone there should be a card so powerful. To get the effect off is very hard. Doesn't cost the game for your opponent.
This one should be pretty free. Honestly, Ataraxi is in a very awkward position because he can't rotate as fast as Barra, and he's starting to run out of mana.
MLC Stealth does not want to use his bigger spells to clear out this wave. Forces just continue using Siphon Darkness. Guts will start out Jeff Pinla, and they're going to pile a little bit of damage out on top of him, but nothing too much, just a bit of poke onto the rock.
I like that. Fist of the Gods, though, going to be used there, and it doesn't really get much out of it, so Jeff should consider that a win.
That's right, yeah, and he does have his Blink ultimate
Put him on the balance
available
team
right now. They just have to wait for the rotations to come up from the team, but they're farming up the orange buff on the left side of the map.
Yeah, 2 people over there leaving Stealth to the dogs. They're going to be able to get this tier 2 for free as Comfrey tries to burn down Stealth.
Barracuda. He's flying in. He's going to be able to crash down onto Comfrey if he wants it. No, he does not want it. There's the Geb ultimate coming out as well to hold him in place, but Barracuda should have fought Comfrey here as he's just going to get blown up.
That was not a good call there. He separated himself super hard. Jeff Hilla not in a good spot, and here comes the defender of Olympus, Comfrey, with another double.
Ultimate coming out onto Omega. He's going to use the boulder in response. In the meantime, Ataraxia did kill Cirquet in the jungle. Megatron taking a lot of damage. His healing has been removed by the Osiris. And down he goes. Yes, only one remaining from Cognitive. They're going to be able to push into this one as Titan. Fire Giant boys. Fire Giant boys.
Well, I don't know how I feel about that call. That is a free...
Very big anti-healing game from Titan. Kind of...
Get body.
Yeah.
Probably going to let it go. In fact, Omega and MLC seem...
Wait, I want to see this meme. Can we take a meme break? There it is. I remember. 11 years ago, maybe. El Pacho. The IQ is gonna drop 15% for watching this video. I'm kidding.
Online because the amount of CC he's taking is causing him to get body.
Yeah, he has to have it. Cirquet does have her Deathbringer done though here at the 28 minute. American.
All right.
That could help turn this game, but she's going to get piled on in the left side lane.
They're going right for it. No one else is here. The rotation's coming in hard, but I honestly don't see them being able to hold this one. They're probably going to let it go. In fact,
Everything says 4 items in and he has no CDR. Unless there's a Kronos pendant!
Omega and MLC seem to not care at all.
They're going to try to trade this for a tier 2 on the right side as Barracuda split pushes, but I think they're going to force out the rotation.
Hercules is backing probably too little too late on this one. It's going to be all up to Andy and Stealth if they can get the damage off. Look for the Geb shield that's trying to keep Stealth alive, and here comes Jeff Hinla.
Apollo's taking to the sky as well. He's looking to crash down on the backside onto Pretty Prime here. The boulder hits a lot there, but Ataraxia still explodes.
Jeff?
Jeff Hinla has too much penetration, and the Geb, very good against crits, but not so great against true damage.
Barracuda's ultimate is down, almost all out of mana as well. Going to be sent into the back line.
Oh my god.
Two-man to beads.
Wow, and then comes that Vulcan ultimate as well. Here comes Manulus, Barracuda, and Omega pulled back in. Anderson, the only one still standing besides Barracuda, who looks like he's going to fall in the wells. MLC Cell, Barracuda barely surviving. Reach not enough, but it's still 5 members standing strong with the Fire Giant buff active. For Titan, they're going to go back for the tier 2 in the mid lane. They'll look at the Sentry Ward placements down the left side.
They have the entire map covered and a beautiful amount of vision wards. And now they're going to be able to move into the tier 2. Another 1,500 gold, extending their lead deep into 13. And they're going to push down.
Taunt. It's a 3-man taunt. Trevor explodes Anderson. MLC Cell chained out. He's forced back underneath his Phoenix. The Phoenix starting to fall very, very quickly. Bye-bye. Piled into by the on her. Ataraxia doing so much damage. Still in a lot of trouble. Another taunt coming out. Will he have enough damage? They will indeed. As Confrey gets credit for that one. Surging forward now is Titan. They're going to force a game 5 out of Cognitive. Yes, they will. Europe, Titan 5. We're going all the way, baby. And the Titan's going to fall.
$1.3 million is on the line, and it all comes down to one game.
$1.3 million? Holy shit!
There's no more questions being asked. It will
have to go into game. This is going to be the game of the entire year.
The suspense is way too much here, folks.
This is a jungle pick right here for
turn into a in the mid lane as Agni. Ataraxia is the Unicorn Apollo. Rebecca's in the jungle as Nemesis. Kanye Life as a support Athena. And Confrey reprising his role as Osiris in the solo lane.
So very curious to start Pretty Prime Ops to start on the speed side by helping his solo lane. This is very confusing. What this will do, though, is this will allow Ataraxia and Comley to go into the lane at level 2, the same thing that you're seeing from Barracuda and Jeff Hinla.
The left side duo lane here is where the action is going to be. It feels like Hinla and Barracuda, a lot of push coming out of that Sylvanas and on her. They can clear away.
It's still fucking slow with 6 times the experience.
They heal and give a protection bonus to the wave. Mid lane, though, Alkwang is here to help hold off the pressure coming into MLC Self.
And this is good. I mean, he needs to be there maybe even early. Ursula, her earlier game does not have enough push to keep these creeps off the tower. And remember, if a tower hits a creep, it's no longer worth any gold.
Ooh, back camp's actually starting before the red buff here.
Wait, is Rebecca splitting camps now? I love it.
He decided in the World Championship Series he might as well be gold efficient. Well, Rebecca's and Pretty Prime going to take the back camps as well as the red camps here. Shades of Cognitive Prime's earlier games against Titan here and how they pulled ahead. No clear victory yet in the early part of the laning stage as it's been a basically identical story so far.
Yeah, both red buffs get taken. The entire jungle, barring the 2 mirror small camps on the bottom and top side of your minimap, have been taken. That's very efficient and rather a little bit dire, it seems.
Take a quick moment here before the action breaks out just to thank all the viewers wherever you're watching from, however you may be watching us. If you're here live in the Cobb Energy Center, at home, on Twitch, anywhere in the world watching, thank you very much for joining us here today. This has been a big kind of establishment for all of us here at Smite, and we hope that you learn to love Smite esports in the years to come. But let's get back to the game.
Comfrey, speaking of gambles there, Comfrey took a lot of damage there from the tier 1 tower as Omega does find a beautiful pull. 2 seconds till he can try it again. Hand of the gods to clear the wave. He doesn't quite have the line. He turned around.
Oh, he got him. Comfrey being pushed back. Now it's going to take about 10 auto attacks to take him down, though. The Flare Flail is going to give him enough speed to move out.
Expect big rotations here from both Reppy and Andy. They're going to need to rotate to the right.
Yeah, this is looking like it's going to be a little bit of a slow pace early game. 2.5 minutes in, no kills to the credit of either team.
Right now, left side continuously, Ataraxia is pushed underneath his tower. This is a good mix of On Her having very decent clear, and Jeff Himla's character Sylvanas being able to use Wisps to heal up to his creep wave, which allows them to push super, super hard.
The giant tree, the little man riding the giant tree is actually the Sylvanas. And look for the AoE ultimate to come out. It's a big knock-up. But as we approach the 3-minute mark, the camps on either side of the mid lane are going to respawn. And this will be a big point of contention. At about the 3-minute, 15-second mark, they're going to come up. Jeff Himla leaves the lane from the left side, rotating in. Kanye Life and Replicons are going to meet him in the jungle. This could be your first blood.
Oh, they're going for the kill. Divine Ruin, destruction going down. Divine Judgment finds it. First blood goes to Europe, but the fight's not over. Dashing in, Andy is in so much trouble.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
A very, very questionable leap in, but Barrett comes through. I'm a monster! MLC's on one. There's a second one coming through, doing tons of damage to Titan. It's still a 2-for-1 trade in favor of the boys of Europe, but Cognitive, they stop the bleeding there and get a return kill of their own.
All right, so they do drop 2, including the first blood, but somehow are only down 100 gold.
Yeah, it'll go back a little bit more in favor of Titan as the mid camps go down on the right side in their favor, and well, all things told, a lot of excitement, but not a lot of real advantage gained for either team.
Right, that's true. Though there is a small amount of experience being gained here, it has leveled out, though it is slightly in favor of Titan, as is the gold. It should be noted that no team has an actual advantage right now.
As we approach the 4-minute mark, you see those early buffs getting ready to respawn, indicated by the Pac-Man signs all over the map. At about 4 minutes, 15 to 30 seconds, you're going to see these buffs coming back up. We'll see if there's going to be any kind of invade shenanigans going on here in the early game.
Right side, it looks like Comfrey is hanging out by himself. There was a back from Omegatron, who of course has purchased teleport. Hopefully he doesn't run out of mana and regret that.
I do want to point out that this first blood came out on the back of Jeff Himla, and that Jeff makes basically the same rotation at the same time in every single game.
Right.
And that's just Titan doing their homework and saving that pickoff for when they really needed it here in Game 5.
You know, and that's, honestly, that's what I was very confused about, is I saw a 3-man grouping from Titan. And I expected them to rotate to right for the free camp, but instead they go immediately left and they just rush down Jeff. Obviously, their homework has paid off. Andy in the mid lane now going for blood.
This is why you draft the Nemesis here. And, well, the Alquang, we're going to need to hear something out of him fairly soon, because Replicos has already flexed his muscles and shown us what he can do versus those tanky targets.
Right.
And they have a Hercules on the side of Cognitive that's going to be very, very difficult to play, given that there's a Nemesis in this game.
Andy just randomly threw out his 3 on a red buff that was nowhere near spawn. That'll be on cooldown for a little while. It does have a very short cooldown.
It's on a 5-second cooldown.
Yeah, it's very short.
Of course, he's maxing the Dragon Call on Alquang. That is the swirling dragons around him. And just for a little bit of information here, we haven't...
Again, Jeff is dead!
Yeah, Jeff's going to go down now.
Maybe not.
Bomb, third bomb. Is there a dot active?
Healing boys.
Now. Slice and dice.
Wow.
Not enough.
Reppy's dead.
I'm a monster! No! It's there, but... nom.
Eating it up. Is he going to go deep? No, going to go back to the red buff. Jeff Finla just barely escaping. Specifically, and this is going to be the 3rd time in this set that I cite this, Pretty Prime does not go in with his team far enough. Whether he didn't believe in himself or he didn't believe in his team, he just dropped the kill.
Omegatron makes his way back to the Soul Lane, where he squares off against the Lord of the Afterlife, Osiris. Well, normally the Soul Lane, when you have these 2 bruisers like this, it ends up being just a bit of a slap fight, and that's exactly what you're seeing here. They just trade blows, clearing waves, and playing for the mid-game is generally what you see out of the Soul Lane tanks.
So Gulf Fury still available, 6 minutes, no real attempts. In fact, there haven't really been any wards there at all. Aside from regular wards, there are no sentries in the inventory right now for Titan, comparatively to Cognitive, where you can find 2.
And then, sir, he gets a little bit of harass coming up, but not a lot of damage. Pretty Prime, not enough mana nor meteors to follow that one up in reality. But here, as we approach 6.5 minutes, mid-camp's going to respawn again, and it looks like the left side's going to be aggressed by Titan. Anderson may find himself in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, he's going to try to go in here. Andy is going to fight for this. He's going right after Reppy because Jeff's there.
And this fight continues to break out. Anderson gets a lot of damage out on Replicos. It's slow as well. He throws out his number 3. They're going to move forward with Scylla. Can't you find the root? No, it's just a crush. And their damage is going to be returned by Replicos.
Yeah, he'll answer that back immediately. Left camp guaranteed to go to the boys on Cog. They should group up and go right. Hercules already making a beautiful rotation, and the hand of the gods is available. Cog's going to get both camps this time around.
That's going to help them out overcome the early disparity that they've built up, and now they're going to take the gold and experience lead for the first time this game.
Where are they going here? They're rushing down Reppy. Reppy's forced to actually stop his back. He's going to dash away there just barely. Andy getting very low on mana. Should be careful. But Jeff is back and the ultimate is available.
So honest ult here. We've only seen it used defensively so far in this game. We need to see that offensive use of the ability to start breaking down the defenses of Titan.
All right, so coming in, beautiful shot coming out from Jeff. Nature's Grasp, not an easy shot to hit. MLC Stealth not believing in himself there and choosing not to go into I'm a Monster for the kill. Had he done that, it would have been almost guaranteed, given the fact that Agni only has Aegis, and if he missed it, that would have been a 3-minute cooldown versus a minute and a half. I would have taken that one.
Yeah, that's right. That Aegis Amulet only at rank 1 is that 3-minute cooldown, as you mentioned. I'm a Monster is a base cooldown.
I'm a hamster.
90 seconds. So
Just transform into a hamster.
although it doesn't have the high impact play that you're looking
You know what I'm saying?
It does definitely make Agni play the lane much less aggressively if his Aegis Amulet is down.
That's correct. Speaking of Agni, you're going to see him rotating towards the top side. Pretty Prime level 9 right now comparatively, of course, to MLC Stealth. The Monster finding level 10 pretty early.
All things told here, looking at this game, Osiris has been left alone for just a moment here. He's going to peek forward and see if he can maybe steal away a blue buff. As you see, once again, we passed the 8.5-minute mark. Those camps, if you haven't figured it out by now, are on a 4-minute timer, and they are coming back up. You can see as Cognitive is looking for an invade here.
They see it. They see it. Are we going to see a rotation again? Jeff Hindler becomes the recipient of the Divine Judgment. Rebekah's going to be able to blow that one through. Defender of Olympus.
If you're good enough as a team, you keep fucking committing on a support with no dash. You're gonna win. You have a whole fucking plan, whole team just to kill that fucking support.
Here comes the
Godfrey in some trouble. Down he goes as well. Anderson finds yet another kill, and Barracuda can chase out Kanye Life.
Preemptive strike is up, and so is They came up at the same time.
Oh my god.
Turn your sights to the big harp.
Oh fuck.
Fury gonna get taken down and
Omega on Alpha Omega.
their lead by 1,500.
This is
a
song.
really important moment in this game. Jeff Kinlow gets spotted out again by the Nemesis Ultimate. He did evade a death one time, which transitioned him into being able to pressure the map again. He dies there, but Cognitive makes up for his death by finding 4 kills of their own and makes that trade excellent. What will happen in this situation more often than not is that the support on the side of Cognitive just gets so far behind that he can never have impact in the game, and they are keeping Jeff Hinla in this one. And honestly, I think your analysis of the last game was correct. Jeff is not playing at the level we're used to seeing from him.
To be fair, this game he is getting tunneled out. Every single Nemesis ult has been completely used on him, and from here on out, I think that's a bad idea. They must now turn their sights to Omega. We need to see the Weakening Curse come online here, and it has to be soon.
Right side, Repicot's going to start up these mid camps. Pretty fine to be here as well. Jeff Hinla, nope, he'll probably favor his life with this one again. Wrath of Terror coming out trying to save himself.
I don't know.
Repicot is here, the Athena as well, but rooted in
I don't
place.
know.
The dash stopped as well. Kanye Life now comes in. Repicot takes a spill, and it serves out of control. Trying to run away is Kanye Life. The dash is good, but it's Godfrey. He gets banished out by the Alcong, and there's a full-on retreat from Cog.
He's trying to find it. The sickle hits the wall, and he will be able to escape once again, finding the jungler. Repicos has got to stop the tunnel vision. It's just a tree.
Stir, well, Ao Kwong has been banned in every game so far in this best of 5 matchup. He gets through one game. He's 4-1-3 through the first 11 minutes. Telkine's ring complete. It is just a lot of trouble for Titan.
Now, what Telkine's ring will do, and I know that most of you will probably have not seen that this tournament. We'll talk about that in a second. Andy with a beautiful escape. Jeff Hinla goes
Wanna see that anything?
reciprocate. Bomb from the back. Pretty Prime waiting on cooldowns. He doesn't have anything. Why is he getting so baited?
He's gonna get dunked by Barracuda here.
Why is he getting so baited?
Wow. I was getting like in kills now for just one.
They go for a 1-for-1 trade.
Pillar of Spear. That's probably not it. Pillar of Agony. Desert Fury. Desert Fury. Desert Horny Fury. Kick in the bones. And it also is a tiger.
But it is one of those but at what cost situation.
Yeah, definitely. So
Oh, it's terribly in pain.
The Cog won the fight. It seems to be that they're not quite winning the lane until just now. Andy sending a lot of damage in. Omega not finding what he needed to continue the pressure, but still the damage being done. There's still a 2,200 gold difference, and Omega greedily stealing the wave away.
Yeah, so this Hellkind's Ring is an interesting item. It gives you 40 additional flat damage anytime an enemy is hit by one of your basic attacks.
Right.
And the Wild Storm, his number 3, counts as a basic attack for Anderson. But let's hold our thoughts as the Wrath of Terror comes out from the Sylvanas, but it's just a disengage. So I'll go back and explain it again. 50% scaling on the Wild Storm. He's only sitting on about 100 magical power, which is translating into 50 extra damage. The Telkind's is giving him an additional 40 on top of that, flat, as well as 45 magical power. It ends up being a very, very cost-efficient item, but basically only on this god.
Plus, he has an extremely unique attack chain, hitting at a normal rate of 1 second and then 0.5 seconds thereafter for a few more hits, meaning he can apply that 40 damage over and over. And you couple that with the fact that he's doing damage with those dragons that you're seeing on the left into Ataraxia, it winds up being a lot of damage very quickly, and is actually one of the strongest characters in the game for burning down Gold Fury and Fire Giant.
Gold Fury is going to be back up in about a minute and a half. Mid-camp's coming up very, very shortly here, about 15 seconds on the left side, 20 on the right side. As the teams, you can see, coalescing towards the mid lane. Anderson continue to be looking for some hope.
Blinking in there, Jeff again finds a raw nature's grasp, doing a lot of damage. Andy not getting the blink he needed. Kanye is still alive. MLC stealth whipping the Armor Monster. Rebecca's in a deep spot here, trying to find a kill, but I think he's only going to find mortality.
Brother, what are you doing, Step Brother? What the fuck? What the fuck?
You know, it looks like Pretty Prime
What
is
the
not choosing the right times to go in and out. He's not relying on his team enough.
Nerves. It's gotta be, I mean, he's been such a cool collected player so far, but you're right. I mean, there's definitely some missed opportunities on the board here.
What is it, $160,000 per player extra for winning this game?
Yeah, that's a few years of salary as
Anything,
a college degree. So
pretty much anything ever.
That's worth it. And when you're a young gentleman like these guys are, it's a lot of pressure, a lot of.
I don't want any stalkers to come tomorrow. Discuss what happened last stream. What I said.
Maintains their lead, but does not extend it. 2,700 gold, 3,800 experience will separate the teams as Cognitive at the 14-minute mark keeps their hold so far. But remember, guys, late game, Hercules is a monster. Osiris can catch back up. Scylla, literally a monster, whereas Agni has some of the highest scaling in the
All trackers, no viruses.
The only real advantage they have here is in the end game, Apollo will be able to box just a tad bit better than, of course, Agni.
Yeah, one thing that's going on here for Titan, even though they're playing from behind, it's not a big deficit as of yet. They have a pretty decent team for 4-manning and letting this Apollo split push and find his farm and ratting the game out a little bit. I think one of the biggest issues, though, is that Osiris and Nemesis are both melee. Even though the Nemesis is fairly mobile, they're going to have a little bit of trouble in these team fights getting kited by especially the Scylla and the Sylvanas. A lot of roots coming out of Sylvanas, and
wow, my lord.
Yikes.
But as it spells, if you rotate to duo, you rotate to solo, you mess up on duo. Can they keep Jeff Hindla at bay? That's the name of the game. They're trying to keep him out here. He's working his way in. It's getting lower and lower and lower. And Titan does find it, but MLC finds a kill.
No, he gets a double kill off that one. A triple kill off of that one.
I remember Jeff getting those double kills with his with
They should take the Fire Giant.
Yeah, they can definitely get Fire Giant here.
Oh no, the Hand of the Gods was used. They're going to go for the tier 2. They'll trade out the 1,500 gold for what'll be very, very close to 3,000.
Look at the faces on the player cams there. Cognitive, focused and locked in. Megatron moving forward, tanking the tower. Pretty Prime that can only look as his tier 2 in the mid lane will fall at the 15-minute mark. They're going to take a tier 1 on the left as well. Osiris from Titan ports into the right side to try to get any kind of trade, but it's just not going to be enough. 2,000 gold going the way of Titan on the push so far. It's another 500 as well. They've recouped that Gold Fury in spades.
Godfrey going to be forced to back as the rotation.
That being said, let's get some Fanta.
He goes back and the teleport is on cooldown, so don't expect him to have any quick way back to the lane. He'll probably split this smoke camp. No, again, Replica's not waiting for anyone.
And even though we've called his name a lot in this game, it's very hard to overstate how much impact Anderson has had on the Valkwang. Absolutely a nightmare for Titan to deal with. He's been bursting down gods to 50% before they even knew he was there.
I like this. This is a good idea. It's just concentrate, orange juice, concentrate, and no other sugar. Just the orange flavor puts the sugar level to 0.6 grams per 100 milliliter.
Going for demonic grip, another basic attack.
Oh, it's Lidl.
What this is going to do is every time he basic attacks, it
We used to joke that Lidl in Sweden is the store supermarket of suffering because Lidl is closer to Lidl. Damn, that's really stupid. Holy shit.
Is that they have 2 executes on this team, and both of them won it. But here we go. Atarax in a lot of trouble as the damage comes channeling from Anderson. He's going to throw out the slow. I'm a monster activated. There goes the damage from Anderson. Oh, he shuts out Ataraxia.
This is something relevant for chat. When it comes to me trying to help people's health. Sorry, inspiring everybody to live healthier. The biggest health mistakes people do is drinking soda, drinking sugary soda. Makes you live a shorter life, gives you diabetes, inflammatory, weight gain. You see that the whole problem is just drinking soda. And sugar-free soda is half as bad as it is for blood sugar. We drink too much sugar because we drink soda. We eat too much sugar because we drink soda.
They've secured a few kills on a Jeff, 1, 3, and 7. But he's got 7 assists to his credit.
Don't drink as much. Don't drink it. Drink sugar-free. Statistical help.
As he brings the pain.
Eating him up, setting him back for another 45 seconds. Confrey feeling the hurt. This is why you have not seen Ao Kwang played this weekend. He absolutely shreds through Warriors. Jeff Himla rotating in there just to keep Scylla safe. They're going to push up the right side, guys. Cognitive is not looking phased.
The final tier 1 has fallen. 1 tier 2 remaining on the right side, 1 on the left side. Left side being pressured by Barracuda, being defended by Ataraxia from Titan. The right side, Cognitive is grouped here, and they're going to port Omegatron into this ward, and they're going to make it a 4-man push down the right side. Can Titan to hold out the hunger of Cognitive Gaming?
It's going to have to come down to the Fire Giant. We've seen Titan get a few wipes there before. You know that's what they're baiting for. They've got to be calling, guys, we got to bait. Guys, we gotta farm, don't fight, don't fight. Repicos hold that ultimate, like don't get baited by it. We have to wait until they go for an objective, and we have to fight with the assistance of the map.
On her, farming up his blue buff here, just casually, Barracuda doing what he does best and throwing spears as on her. Safely, without dying, finding 1 kill and 8 assists, the top assist in the game on the back of Barracuda.
I did not think the lead was this significant. 7,200 gold, 12,000 experience.
I didn't either.
When did that happen?
12,000 experience in favor of Cog 20 minutes into this match. Level 17 on Andy, level 18 on Barra, level 18 on Stealth, level 18 on Omegatron, and they're fighting into level 11s on the side of Titan.
That's true. I mean, honestly, what are we going to see here? Confrey 17, Ataraxia 17, fine. Pretty Prime, level 16 does not have access to his level 4 ultimate. That's going to be a big hindrance to his damage.
It's going to be a Spirit Road coming out from Nemesis here. She's going to drastically drop her damage here, and the Magi's Blessing would allow her to stay more mobile. She's just trying not to get exploded.
Yeah, honestly, I think she's going to be building into tank. She's going to rely on the damage coming out from Agni. Again, why Agni? I just don't understand.
so much.
Yeah, we're not going to see them for another 15 minutes, maybe 20.
Yeah, 3,000 gold to purchase that item, and he's not farming that fast. Gold Fury being started once again by Cog, and there's just no response coming out of Titan here. Titan, they may realize that their backs are up against the wall here as the Gold Fury goes down once again. The second of the match in favor of Cognitive.
The arena lights up in gold. Lights as we're going to see an extended lead. 8,800 gold as Barracuda procs into 19, 2 levels ahead of Ataraxia, the only person on his team aside from Agni who remains an even score or better.
I don't know, man. Oh, there is. Maybe when I play some old school and escape instead.
Like it's slipping away from Titan. Cognitive, the presence of mind to go down or go up 2 games, lose 2 straight, and then find it within themselves to pull out this draft that guarantees them to Ao Kwang. It feels like this one they were keeping in their pocket for an elimination game.
Honestly, I just don't understand how this draft came about. I mean, this is the dream. Hercules is the most winningest solo laner, most likely at least, in the matches of the SPL. MLC Stealth has had Scylla banned away from her repeatedly this day. We've seen Barracuda do nothing but great things on her, and right
Kanye
now,
Life in a lot of trouble.
Fighting 2 people freely.
Yeah, that shouldn't happen as an Ao Kwang. He's got a very, very low HP. He should be able to explode him.
That was really rough. Repicos uses Divine Judgment, and again, Pretty Prime does not...
There is someone says like Kanye Life. I'm gonna say like under Bite Life.
I don't know what he had up, but he's just not spending his abilities in the right spot.
Confrey recalling underneath the tier 1 on the right side. It's not going to fall.
Sigma Life, Grindset Life.
Not going to clear this one out. Up the left side are the damage dealers from Cog. The Tricore is here. Sylvanas in the mid lane continue to push it up.
Whenever a trend isn't just stupid in like the coolness wavelength, but also in truth. If you're smart, we're just generally disappointed in people. You can always describe the stupidity you feel.
That is the difference between these two teams right now, and it's becoming increasingly relevant as Stealth already has hit level 20.
The NTP, or at least me, sees through this completely.
More damage than should ever be in a video.
Republican politics, helping those that already can help themselves. More for the few, not the many. You.
To put this in perspective, I'm sorry, it is 190 power for the Agni, the mid lane mage on the other side of the map.
So her ultimate will actually hit somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,300 damage unmitigated.
And instead of putting out the burst on a Remicon, pretty prime.
God, this is kind of it's not the most smartest thing to hold on to, but when they nerfed power, I really miss it when mage also can one-shot somebody. I want to hit someone with a Janus, I want them to disappear. And
on the right side, the boulder comes wrecking through Ataraxia, pretty prime, forced out of the fight. Cadre pulled back in.
you have to walk all the way to the fishing guild.
Repicos not finding the target here. Cognate life going to be taken down as well. Cognitive will turn their sights to the fire giant as Omega.
Jesus Christ, man.
3 seconds remaining on teleport. He'll be right in there very, very quickly.
I'm so tired. I don't really want to grind leagues. That's something I was doing this game right now. I want to do less than barely anything.
The damage will be increased, and Cognitive is primed to take home the World Championship.
This is a team that no one thought had a chance at the finals coming into this event.
Oh my god. Oh!
Kanye and Convery gonna have to team up to stop them from rushing this down.
Damn! Damn!
How they can stop the 5. One tower remains as one Phoenix falls, and they're gonna go for it.
Bro, put the hamster in the fridge and then it fell down the stairs. Yeah. Disobey. Disobey your accountant. Cancel your insurances. Black my eyes, rip my tongue. Maybe take a low IQ break here. I should say something else. Maybe. It's going to be pretty brain rot for me, at least, because it's the end of this. It's the end of the.
Oh, hey, babe.
Playlist. Then we're gonna do some more world.
One of 500 birds being judged today at the show.
What is something people are not ready to hear?
Super Smash! Oh, Shrek, again, Blink, Overwatch, MacBook, Boob, World War II, Pan-Man, Snake, Woo, Megamind, Soon, Cooch, Bayonetta,
I'll take a double triple grimace shake on a yacht. 4x4 Sigma style. Extra quandial dingles with the skibidi and the squeeze. Late Ohio grease, make it edge. Rizz it and let it to mew.
What the Sigma?
It's another original one by me. If you see aura farming in about 25, you need to be executed.
Shadow Realm? No, I'm sending you to Florida.
Guess who's the cheerleader? Yay!
Ain't your mama, ain't your mima, ain't your daddy.
What the fuck is that? What's that? What's that thing? Is that a dog? Listen, is that a dog?
Large prey.
What is that? A buffalo's? Crocodiles.
God, what's going on in his brain?
Battles of history. Hydrogen bomb.
All right, everyone. It's time for the Smite World Championship Grand Finals. Are you guys?
Here's the difference.
That is your team. Let's
He drafted words. To see that Chaos kept picking the Zonkwe. It didn't have a good showing at Super Regionals 4NA, and but Chaos is making it work. Well, guys, we are getting ready to start this game off. Let's go ahead and introduce your teams.
Oh my god! It's a draft. It's Epsilon, Epilepsy.
In regular season play and running through the
Let's see one more Epsilon game and not just the finals. Because I wanted. Oh, I can already tell, you know, oh, I'm gonna watch that as well. But you know what? Maybe we won't even watch Telemarketers and the Farmer games anyway. because it's the dominating era. Epsilon is so Pantera is so fucking fun, amazing games. They put the wrong people, the wrong role, the wrong god, and still win 23, 3 season, 3 losses.
No, it was just a pure steal. You'll see the speed buff is still available on the top side.
You'd also notice that Mercury basically went straight to the mid lane and assisted the Zeus as opposed to trying to fight into the Osiris from Thor. Red Pot Thor just too strong in the early game.
MLC Stealth seems to be willing to give up the right camps. He goes for the back camps, and I think we might see Thor make an invade here. Is he going to try to do the counter? I mean, Adapting seems like he has this. I think they're going to give it up.
Yeah, they'll give away this orange buff. It does appear on the side of Cloud9, which certainly couldn't make you pleased if you're Andenster.
Yeah, Andenster knew he... Oh, wow. Andenster knew he had the stronger invade with Baskin as Osiris. Osiris is probably the best level 1 character in the game, so what Epsilon did was smart. They went to their strengths. Their 2v2 with the Zeus and Mercury is much stronger than Giannis and Thor. That's why you saw C9 not contest their own speed buff.
So we got oh, I'm sorry. I was going to talk about the trans rush, but Baskin getting rotated on already. Adapting, making himself known this early in the game.
But yeah, you were just about to mention Transcendence being rushed out by Chiron and Neath. Both of our hunters going to be going into that basically physical damage caster style build.
Yeah, again, Chiron and Neath are pretty much the same kind of gods. They have 3 damaging abilities both in their kit. So what they want to do is they want to rush the mana, rush the physical power, look to make plays early.
Coming down, Barracuda already sitting down a few pots. You'll notice he does not have any health pots remaining, so he's just kind of relying on the work of Bacchus for peels. Emil
also,
Barracuda's
level 2, Emilito level 4 through the first 2 minutes.
Sent him back pretty hard. Barra finally hits level 3, but yeah, it seems like Emil has a pretty good lead. Look at the gold.
Yeah, and also it might be Cloud9's experience against Jameer. Jameer is almost never played. I think it was never played in North America. No, not at all.
Certainly not by a top 16.
Yeah, and this is when IRAF is more...
Another product 1v1, Lobster.
We got a wall here, force the backflip. He's staying safe, taking a lot of damage for it. Why isn't he backflipping?
He thought he was he's playing Hades. I'm going outside the range of his minions. Don't worry, I'm just gonna fear you back into your minions and then detonate you like a hamster. Then he PM'd me and he said, that's a lot of damage. He said, what the fuck is that damage? Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Well played from Adapting. How is he so... Oh!
Oh no! Emilito gonna find it, but a 4 for 0, and they're going right to the Gold Fury.
Wow, you could see there that the Giannis and Thor had their, the globals to rotate faster than Mercury and Zeus could, but they couldn't find any kills, and by the time they did that, they used all their cooldowns. Zeus and Mercury were able to clean up that fight.
Look at this chart already, 3.5 minutes in. Let's just run that back real quick. Yaman, we gotta know what happened.
It's this backside rotation from Yaman. Yaman has been by far the most important player on the side of Epsilon this entire tournament. Talking to the players, they're crediting a lot of their victories to Jeff Hinla. Chiron does get credited for that ultimate, but that is effectively a quadra to open the game on your mid lane.
I mean, like
a quadra.
And he sees a Neath with no backflip at like 10% health, and he's just like, oh, I'll see you guys later.
And right there, you can see the strength of the Chiron pick. He doesn't necessarily have that late game hyper-character potential, but he is almost impossible to kill.
They need something here. Timmy already ulted out, trying for Baskin's gonna find a return, but 4-1.
One time in Austin Ranked, I played with the pro.
But he's going to be falling here for sure. Beneath ultimate coming through as well. It's going to stun out Adapting.
Oh my gosh.
By Yaman, who once again comes through with a big rotation. Adapting barely going to make it out of this one. He's going to prime his ultimate, not going to get far enough as Jeff Hinla is credited for the kill.
Also met Badger, and I've met
through 4.5 minutes.
Well, if you guys were
that guy from like Bulgaria,
finally rewarded 7-2
Britland, Wolfine.
It is incredible how fast Yaman is rotating on the Zeus. He was there about 5 seconds before Giannis was on it. It's incredible.
This is
Probably Emilito.
I mean, we saw 7, 8.
I'm friends with Q of Red.
We have 9 kills inside 5. A lot of that, of course,
I said encouraging thing to adapt in the chat for 10 years.
Again, you can't say enough about this player.
Have Incon in ranked.
Reserved kind of guy. You don't really see him as the face of this team.
Maybe counts.
The most popular player here with the likes of Rapper and Adapting. And even Emilito and Dini. I mean, these guys really get a lot more screen time than Yamin. But like I said earlier, you talk to the team, it is very much the case that they know that this tournament is on the back of their mid-lane superstar.
Yeah, Yamin here is making so many plays. Even I saw him one game with Nuwa rotating like crazy, making so many plays happen for his team.
Still 7-2.
Emilito is incredibly dumb. Who knows how he does anything?
In the beginning, almost 3K in a deficit in under 6 minutes. This is going to shake him up.
As a Swedish person, I know this is kind of in person in school who sits there and listens, but never understands anything. You know, is in one ear, not the other.
Just outside of the mid lane tower here. The ultimate's going to be placed by both Emir and Zeus, and down will fall Andy. There doesn't seem to be a good answer for Adapting here. He's got the ultimate primed as well, looking towards the left side lane. If you can find this Neath as well, we'll take a look and ride along with the Epsilon.
He's a southern Swede, though. Those are the Swedish hillbillies, you know, especially Skåne. That's the funniest dialect.
Opportunities to try to go for this. It's possible he's going to lose his life. Stolen away from Blue. It is.
Yeah, that was picked up by Epsilon.
Incomprehensible. Other people usually can't understand them.
Go over towards the left side.
Yeah, it's important to know what kind of impact this Ymir is having on this game. Ymir has landed.
Ja, jag är från Skåne.
Team fights followed up by Zeus ultimates.
Jag kan inte höra vad du säger.
Brandon was saying earlier on in the draft, right? Mercury could very well be the kind of, or I'm sorry, this was the analyst saying, you know, Mercury could very well be that pick that, you know, is going to get banned out for sure in game 2 because of the effectiveness.
That was a great dodge, by the way. Anister recognizing the spacing from Ymir, takes one step back out of the freeze while continuing the damage onto Emilito, but you'll notice wasn't that much from the level 8 Thor.
This was good game planning by Epsilon. They know that Cloud9 likes to have the dominant dual lane, so what they did is they picked a very strong hunter in Chiron, plus one of the most dominant laners in the game in the support role as Ymir.
I mean, this comp is just incredibly damaging. Like, who do you go for? You have 2 major hyper carries plus a supporty kind of Chiron. Raffer likely to fall here.
Oh! Holy shit! What the fuck was that? What the fuck? That's like, that's a Grand Finals team right there. It's not Grand Finals actually, never mind. It still might still be the best match though. Seen on Epsilon.
Isn't the most dwindling to the mentality of Epsilon. Cloud9 still in a weak position.
Yeah, and this shows just
epilepsy and Cloud, blood sugar.
Why not pick Athena? She has a cone CC like Ymir and is a lot safer with her dash and global ultimate.
The global ultimate, I think, is key. Right? Getting around the map very quickly, being able to gank the solo lane and get back for Gold Fury is such an important feature for the character, and I think it's one of the reasons we didn't get to see Pain play it in the last set.
Right, and the trade-off with Ymir is Ymir has a lot more guaranteed damage than the Athena, so it depends what you want to prioritize in your team comp.
I mean, when I have a jungler who lands literally everything, I think Athena's just fine, right?
Yeah, indeed.
I'm just kidding about Swedish hillbillies.
Going to be very much the better of the 2 squads in the first 10 minutes. They're way out ahead. They have their mid laner sitting at 4-0 and 4, and they also have 8 assists. I mean, you mentioned earlier at 0 and 8, but still, that's 8 assists on the side of the Ymir.
Check out this grouping on the right side. So many people going deep as Yamin into the jungle, chasing out Baskin.
Yeah, everyone's deep in the Fire Giant there.
Adapting, getting a kill as well onto Andy.
What the fuck?
It's going to come through from the Giannis, but it's just not going to be enough. Andy's getting
wow, Baskin in a lot of trouble here.
Boom, not enough. Barely there on the detonate. L for love there as the slow motion comes through as well.
Let's just slow it down. He gets detonated under his tower.
The smart thing, he's behind Emilito. Can't really lane against the Chiron, so what he does is hold the wave. So what Emilito does to counter that is he groups up with his team and they look to force a fight away from the Neath.
And it worked out. I mean, getting another kill onto Andy, this is the person I would probably be looking to take down as much as possible. We've known from many years of experience that Andy wears his heart on his sleeve. Camping him might break his mentality a bit.
Well, you heard Rapper just in that pregame interview invoking the Lannister, and well, through the opening of this game, it seems that it has been successful in his summoning ritual.
0-4.
Yeah, 0-4 versus the 4-1 Mercury and the 4-0 Zeus.
And you gotta hate to see that if you're going up against Adapting, seeing him 4-1 at less than 10 minutes with a Gold Fury, and then the Gold Fury is now active. That's just danger.
He's got a Golden Bow and a Sprint too as well. Ton of damage will be coming out from this next set of major looks.
He just backed and got that Golden Bow, 10% crit, decent AoE damage as well. He's gonna have to get to the back line.
The golden ball was very interesting on Mercury, but somehow the coding made it so that it made this 150% more damage to 300.
It seems like they're getting caught out of position a little bit.
Just like Hades, if you stand with minions, you activate the golden ball, you instantly die.
Well, he has gone for that max CDR build, so it's
Yes, I always thought that 100 bats overhead smash instantly kill people.
Going for the speed buff invade here.
A little early. Don't think he got it.
Did not get it. It won't go to the way of Anderson, but adapting being the fly in the ointment.
Yeah, it was still a good play by adapting.
When Comic-Con instances 3, they stay mesmerized.
That steal on Anderson's speed.
And look at that, immediately gets back to the mid lane right as the creeps meet up. He misses nothing. That was a beautiful invade. Yaman coming over towards the left side. Gold Fury still available.
Narcel should be global.
I don't know about that one.
I think they're, Epsilon's trying to force this fight here at the Gold Fury. They've got their damage carries there. They're going to start it up as well, pulling the Gold Fury back towards their side of the map. Just under 11 minutes here. Andy's
Areas on the battle between focus boost and pen boost is incredibly close. I guess you want spread desolation or not? Yes, determined by that. I think that at max distance, when it reaches max damage, the assault should be homing targets. They always get hit.
No, just the threat of Jeff Himla has pulled Epsilon. Fearless Chain, they're going to stack up the dots of Jeff Himla and immediately down.
Yeah, he doesn't have the defense yet.
On the rotation, does find that kill. MSC Stealth going to put the portals down, but I don't think Cloud9 can continue to aggress into this Gold Fury.
And he still has ultimate. I haven't seen him take to the sky yet. He's still moving around the map. In fact, they will concede completely. He goes into the jungle on the right side.
They knew they had to give up the Gold Fury, so what did they do? They got farm where they could. They looked to split push. You see Thor went to the
Email wants to permanent.
Actually waiting for that to spawn, but by the time the Gold Fury went down, Adapting was able to rotate over and pick it up, forcing him away.
And that shows how much control Epsilon has in the jungle. C9 has no idea what the timers are on the mid Harpies.
Overall, I mean, Epsilon's just in control. Let's go to the grass. We'll show you.
Mercury should move 3 times faster than other gods.
Almost 5K?
Yeah, it's getting pretty up there in terms of the lead. And I mean, overall, right, I mean, look at the ward coverage coming out from Cloud9. It is extremely deficient. Epsilon all over the map with their wards. You know, better ward coverage there does get Cloud9.
If Incon is in the game, Sheena's ult should always hit him. Be homing, you know?
Away from adapting.
Now, Bastion is level 13. He's keeping pace with everyone right now on Epsilon. Maybe not in the gold department, is slightly behind his enemy solo laner.
That's what happens anyway, right?
Behind almost 1,000 behind the jungler. But at the same time, it's Cyrus. He's very tanky and friendly. He has, anti-damage to ensure that he can go toe-to-toe with the Mercury, who shows up out of nowhere. Barracuda getting out of
How does he flip over the wall there?
The way back into this game for Cloud9.
That's how you play Mercury. You grant level 5, you go behind the tower, and you gank dual lane. 2 kills, right?
One of the reasons why they picked Tamir, they know LMC Stealth loves the Giannis pick, and the wall actually stops you from going through the portal.
That is not something that we've seen a lot of. No. I mean, this is something that Raffer is really shaping up.
If they see the ult, they just Aegis, they will take the ult damage, but almost done that against me in 10 years. I'm a pro Mercury, but ranked Mercury, cleaning up
You gotta love
the brain rot underbite streets.
What he went for was more survivability because he knows that C9's comp is built to dive him in the back line.
I think that's even better too, considering like using that gold so early to get the Warlock stash stacked. I mean, you usually look at 14 to 16 minute timing for Warlocks. I mean, he's already got 10 stacks at 13. That's great.
Yeah, it'll be around 25 or 30 stacks. In fact, by the time the normal timing for this item does come out. Be very, very effective. Adapting's going to take a bunch of burst damage here, but I'm not sure they have enough to close him out. Of course, they do. Comes in, but Raffer's going to freeze Andy in place, and Yaman's ultimate wrapping up. And there it is. Raffer will secure that kill with the wall. His ultimate channel as well.
Sean Queen, watch it permanently slow you. Especially you're not moving.
And then, of course, no killing spree.
Unless at a snail's pace.
MLC Stealth not in a great position. Very smart of him to get out of there. And
barely, too.
Look at that wall. And that was a cripple.
That wasn't that funny, but there was Still,
Yeah, he wants to stop that
it's more
there.
coming.
In fact, they put out enough pressure to pull Barracuda away from the left side lane where he was going to consider split pushing. Instead, he's forced to defend the mid lane as the rest of his team falls back to the base. And
Cameron should be able to get out of his ult, guys. Just sits in place after he uses it.
To show up at Super Regionals, the one that we've been missing, for them to go this far ahead of Cloud9 this early into the game is, by all means, unprecedented.
I love the way that Epsilon here is pushing their advantage by grouping up. They don't want to extend the laning phase.
I should make like email to Hirens or make a Reddit post, you know. Put him on the balance team. Always, I'm 145. Like, you always have good ideas. Always. Then I can come up with like 6 good balance change. Then they start going really silly. Like I said, with Frost Ultimate coming out another end and so on.
We even saw a little bit in the last segment where the commentators kind of highlighting that as well. But Epsilon playing the safe game and playing the war of attrition.
Hey, you want to hear a joke about ESTJ personality chat? I was born to lead, not to read.
That does not affect Dimmy, that does not affect adapting. He is going for anti-Yaman damage at this point.
Yeah, it's the first out of the Amir and the Zeus that he has to contend with.
Can I go to the bathroom? No.
The damage on this Mercury later on in the game.
The problem is, can he get to that backline safely against adapting? I mean, yes, he does have that Boom Forge hammer, but I was expecting maybe a Spirit Robe or something that was going to give him more of a hybrid role. Witchblade would be very nice as well.
Witchblade, you need a Runic Shield, something like that to get some anti-attack speed out on the board. Wouldn't hurt versus Zeus, wouldn't hurt versus Mercury.
Yeah, the Runic Shield is a very underrated item, almost a hidden item for most players, but it reduces attack speed and reduces magical power, which is actually extremely strong against Zeus and Mercury.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see Mid-Guardian males, you'll see Witchblades or Runic Shields almost guaranteed in the 4th and 5th item slots here on the side of Cloud9.
I mean, when we saw the last set, you know, Kabrakan can't build Runic Shield. You know, Salt Machine picks Kabrakan into Soul and Freya, and it winds up being a Just who picks the item up on Circuit. Normally wouldn't be found, but it's that important in certain comps. I definitely think that's the way to go, but with the Stone of Gaia, he's looking for a generation. He's thinking that these fights are going to be lasting 40, 50 seconds.
Exactly, and you don't see too much action on the map right now. Right now, all the buffs are down. Both teams are just trying to get as much farm as possible because the Gold Fury is spawning any second now.
Still 11-4. Gold Fury, like you said, is coming down. I assume this will be our next fight, but Yaman taking it back. 5,000 gold separate the two teams, as well as 5,000 experience.
Yeah, what's impressive about Epsilon here is that it is just kind of like happy with that 3,000 gold lead. They've extended it now another couple thousand as the next Gold Fury is coming up.
You know you're stupid when you're listening to somebody a whole lesson, but you're still not learning anything.
Continue to farm around the map. Cloud9's looking to extend the laning phase, where on the other side, Epsilon's looking to find these kills. MLC Stealth will find himself in a bit of trouble, and in fact will use his portal to deal damage to Raffer.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Raffer didn't go back in and
If 70 IQ is idiot, or 2% of humans have, business, then 60 should be true idiots.
Cloud9's playing scared there. I mean, like, they did not really commit to that kill at all.
Yeah, the problem here, though,
Andy.
for C9
oh no, he's gonna be forced. Can he get away? Can he get away? Does he have the detonate?
He does not. I believe he detonated as the Thor went up. Thor will land.
Raffer just barely missed his
so IQ,
but what was important to see there is that
although one IQ point is one IQ point in bidding 10%, 10 IQ higher, the next time and the next time makes you twice as smart. But it's also based on rarity. 100 with 100. You know the curve goes. Is that the curve that's like, wait, is the curve that's the most normal? What did we call normalized curve actually? No, not that one. Ooh, it's all about. Somebody doesn't know that, maybe it's about the rarity, you know? 2% top is 2% bottom, 70 to 130. But you could say that.
They're going to be forced to escape Dimmy.
No,
looking
it's not
for us
true.
here as he teleports back in.
And why that fight was somewhat even is because Epsilon pressured out the Thor, but he managed to get full.
Hey, Shay, want to see something cool? Look at this. Look what happens when I put someone. Look at what happens when I put 145 here. It puts me all the way over here. You can't really see this thing getting lower. You need to zoom in over here, you know. Top 0.13%. Here you can see that it looks like every point you increase. Never mind.
Well, Ymir, he had very low HP and they still took that fight.
Give me a fucking baguette. Fuck!
A lot of gold actually invested a tier 2 teleport right now for Thor. He's kind of far behind, and you'll notice he's not going into that normal full CDR build that we see from a lot of assassins. He's going back with what looks like into another heavy mace. This could be Titans, it could be Brawlers, it could be Crusher, but it is certainly not Spirit Robe or Mail of Renewal.
Yeah, Andy right now in his head thinks he cannot go defense. The only way he's going to have an impact in this game is if he can help kill Yamin or Adapting. And the only way he could do that is by rotations with the teleport or with damage through pen.
The problem here, though, is not...
Floor is a good name, isn't it?
Epsilon's been doing such a great job of poking them out. I mean, you look at the build-up from Adapting here. He's gone Golden Blow into Rage Blade into even more crit, which means these long-range Major looks, you know, when combined with Chiron getting that free damage and Zeus poking with Chain Lightning, you're seeing Cloud9 entering fights to 60%.
People want to give their shit normal names. I want to give an orc names, like Steel Face, the original, the 7th.
Behind Ymir, who is one of the best scaling gods in terms of level. I mean, he gains, what, 104 health per level?
That's right, yeah, and it's one of the absolute worst possible situations you can be in a game of Smite when the enemy support, especially one like Ymir, is that, yeah, this is completely contested, is at the same level. Yeah, look, it's going to be a trade on the right side for Cloud9. They're just going to take a tier 1 and be happy with it and try to defend their team.
Yeah, I spilled some orange on my leg while I was hurling it back. Don't ask why I did that. Anyway, what about it, you know?
They know they can't fight up a straight 5v5 with both teams have all cooldowns. So what they do here is they split up Epsilon. They look for as much global gold as they can with their split push on the right side.
Trying to hold off 3 on the right side while Epsilon is going to be trading a tier 1 for a tier 2 here. Cloud9 comes up with the big play. In will come Adapting. It'll see Stealth.
And he's out.
Shelly's having a small brain.
No, it's bait. It's bait. Adapting gets some trouble here. They're going to use the Ultimate as well. Thor is up. He's on the mark. Adapting's going to hit by...
Okay, what is he doing?
Down, and that's a kill on the enemy carry. Cloud9 finds a tier 1, a tier 2, and a kill onto the Mercury, but in return, Epsilon gets themselves a couple towers.
It's going to be a tier 1 and a tier 2 for a tier 1 and a tier 2. They're going for the Phoenix. They're trying for it. Emilito going to back very, very quickly. I don't know if he has enough time. They're trying for it. They have no minions, and they know it. They are out of here.
That's the only way that they can force Epsilon back there, though, is to try to aggress into the base and force it.
I mean, not a bad call though. Really risky stuff. But
you know, we're shaping up for a base race here. I think if Epsilon tries to break the base, Cloud9's just going to dodge.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, through space and time versus maximum velocity.
You can't kill the Titan fast enough with 4 towers up. You need to take this Phoenix on the right side. He's going to have a tremendous amount of HP in comparison to just your 2 tier 2.
I like the idea about Life Titan also has 300 HP. Make work, make it happen.
No, they cannot fight Epsilon in a straight 5v5. Like I said, the way they can come back into this game is by getting that global gold on their team. Try to reach that late game where Giannis can do a ton of damage very quickly.
Yeah, and look, you're going to see that. I mean, look at the teleport pickup here under the Thor as well. I mean, it would be a little bit, you know, kind of out of source, but I wouldn't even...
We need an item like Stone of Gaia again that actually is very good regeneration. Don't nerf it if it's with 70% either, the fucking passive.
Rotating over towards the right side, warding up. 22 minutes in, it doesn't feel like it's been that long.
Is this still game 1? Like, what's this game?
God, no Frostbound have no warriors.
An amazing and explosive start from Epsilon. They seem to be completely uncontested at all objectives.
Actually went down on the meta, like 50%. It's 50% worse, I mean. Oh my gosh, the fucking Wong.
Taken to the sky. Himla's going down early.
Let's take a listen in with the Epsilon comms. This fight continues on. Yamin has fallen.
I'm ulting with Thor. I'm dead, I think. Osiris. I'm dead. Maybe it's mid pushing.
That's a Swedish com.
I'm backing, active back for me.
1, 2, 3 Swedish people.
I really need help, guys. Yeah. Get out, okay? Can you defend left? Just stay with me, man. Yeah. Honestly, the fight.
They were behind by a lot early on, but the world champion Cloud9 continues to fight back. Barracuda finds a tier 1 as well as a 4v5 engagement won by the world champions.
I mean, this is
Chile needs all the melee ability instead of global.
defense with championships, blah, 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 right? In MOBAs, playing from behind is that same kind of idea. If you have a team that can play from behind, you can be the ones that find the victories. Dimmy is going to get exploded on the left side of the map, and Cloud9's right back into this one. Ladies and gentlemen, raise your Hinlugs, where Cloud9 will take a tier 1 and tier 2 on the left side.
Yeah, this has been incredible play by C9. Epsilon all early game have been outplaying C9, but C9 has been out mind gaming Epsilon. What they're doing is they're splitting up their forces. Yaman felt like he was safe in the middle of the Fire Giant pit. They all collapsed on him, killed their priority target, won the fight 4v5.
That was incredible. All the way through. I mean, winning a fight 4v5 against Epsilon is not something I think a lot of people will...
Jeff the terrible sex Hindler.
Yeah, I mean, as we said earlier,
that was sound.
Is the key to victory here for Cloud9. He's really the only character that scales aggressively enough in terms of his base HP and base protections that he can stand up to some of these damage carries. I mean, Epsilon has almost twice the late game damage potential as Cloud9 with their gods, and Osiris is going to be the one that's going to be disruptive, but MLC stealth has been huge in these fights as well.
Well, I mean, look at Baskin's build. It's anti-attack speed with the Frostbound Hammer. Mid-Guardian Mail is going to be coming out next, or Nemean Lion, plus he has the Shield of the Underworld. No matter what he's building into next, it's a counter, a guaranteed counter against both Emilito and Adapting. This is super smart play.
Yeah, right now this game is really on the back of both mages. Yaman on the Zeus, can he stay alive while being dove on by Anister and Jeff Hinla? Or can Stealth get out the damage fast enough to take them out?
Also, look, I mean, you got to love what Cloud9's doing here with both of these teleports, keeping them both at rank 2 and making sure they always have 300 gold in hand. And it really just like min-maxing here their gold. They know they need these items badly. They need to get them out more than they need, you know, a 5-second teleport versus an 8-second teleport.
Early on, there was a pretty big lead. 3,000 gold at 5 minutes sometimes is the end of the world, but 1,500 gold less than that actually.
Well, if this was like Fnatic, right? This game was over.
Yeah,
right. I mean, like that's what I was saying, right? I mean, like when we talk to the players, basically what Epsilon was saying is that
79 fishing going for that here.
F6, let's go to the next game. Let's continue the scrims. You know, we know we lose this game. Cloud9 really knows how to play this one from behind. I mean, the minute that they got down, and this is by no means a composition that's exceptionally good at playing from behind. It's just the players. In will come Rapper.
Fuck me.
Fuck
me, Jaren. Fuck me.
Exploded yet again is Andy. This is a fight that Cloud9 has to take now as the Fire Giant is going to be pressured by Epsilon. It does appear.
That was such a clean play from Raffer. He got in there. No one.
Yes, best I was in Raffer play.
Follow-up after follow-up after follow-up. Epsilon gets one clean kill and now controls the side of the map.
Yeah, Raffer pretty much got the dream. What you want to do as a support, look for those group ups. A lot of times, you know, your teams say, okay, they have an AoE CC, spread out, but sometimes they clump up, and Raffer took advantage of that.
16 to 11 now. Epsilon still with a moderate lead, 2,300 gold, although the experience difference, I believe, is now in favor of Cloud9.
Yes, it is indeed. Cloud9 will take the experience lead. Gold, just over 2,000 here, still in favor of Epsilon. Fire Giant going to be pressured by Epsi. They're going to be counter-warding here and just really forcing Cloud9 to fight into them.
Raffer doesn't have blink up. He uses his wall. Backflip going to be out.
I'm making the book 10% dumber by replacing Shocker elbow with cutting edge accountant's elbow.
Especially with that Frostbound Hammer.
Yeah, I actually would really like to see
Uncharted territory.
3 of their level 19 characters.
Baskin accidentally pulling the Fire Giant, taking a small amount of damage in return. Dimmy taking a little bit more though.
Poke going both ways here. Epsilon does seem to have the better poke composition, of course, that is without unstable vortexes hitting everybody every once in a while, but still, just clearing out minion wave on the right side. This is the dance of the Fire Giant.
Unfortunately, you can really see how stupid people are when you...
Stealth trying to keep him safe. Barracuda from the side as well. Not going to get much off the Spirit Arrow. Adapting, going deep, but Yaman's already gone!
I'm not gonna say anything because I'm smart.
On the left side of the fight, however, going up and down is Dimmy. Adapting way out, gets hit by the knee Spirit Arrow. Anderson not gonna be able to follow it up in time. Emilito's ultimate does it. 2 out of the 3. The follow-up shot, not enough. MLC Stealth on the right side does kill 1.
Dimmy kills himself. Menacingly. Amazing flop by Jeff.
Damn it, Jeff! Got to be kidding me! How have they made this comeback? They're in the lead. They're about to take it. Fire Giant is all alone, and it's just Adapting on the wrong side of the map. Cloud9 poised to take game 1.
That team fight was a classic bait by C9. You never want to go on the tanky target if you're Epsilon. What they did there, Baskin said, hey, come freeze me, I'm alone. As soon as they committed onto Baskin, he popped his Shield of the Underworld, and then everyone jumped on the Zeus. Yaman got exploded.
Yeah, as well, I mean, in addition...
caught back up in experience. Adapting has a 1-level lead. Everyone else is either tied, except for Jeff Hinla, or have gained the lead. Look at Barracuda, a level now over Emilito.
Really an for a boost. In game
ability gods. And when they found
the under to try to push down some supportals,
to really
is that it? I mean, like, yeah, I guess you're right. In the last
Yeah, so I was getting bored there, surprisingly.
Fire Giant buff, and looking at the left side, Phoenix is Cloud9 trying to break the base of Epsilon. Let's take a listen in with the boys in blue.
Everyone back up. I'm gonna go purple. Everyone back up.
Go to get the purple real quick. I think we can kite their engage pretty easily. Alright, we have to make sure for Zeus ult.
Yeah, care for Zeus ult. I have heavens. I'm still here. Where you, Bauer?
Alright, I got
missing a couple people. Chiron's right. Guys, go.
Jeff Hinla's brain is in his mouth.
Missing Merc.
Everyone be right. Start poking.
They're between.
Okay.
Talks first, things afterwards.
I poked Merc a little bit.
Nice.
Alright. He's basing. Merc's in base.
Zeus is like.
Can rotate mid.
Yeah, I have a wave.
I'm rotating mid.
We're on our way. Okay.
Rotating mid.
There's two on right.
As he blinked over the wall and missed his ability, his poke.
Push right.
Okay.
I was going back. You're telling me I can't say that's stupid?
Push right group.
I'm just poking Merc. I'm fine here.
Nice. That's you, Mayor.
You may blink down. You may think on. Kite it. Nice.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah, we're fine.
My shell's down.
Fuck. Yo, come in on the Phoenix. 100%. Come in.
There's 3 minutes.
Here's the differences perspective makes. So when I said that the people with 70 IQ are just 2% bottom, that means that I think normal people is stupid, or just stupid people are stupid. Some people are really stupid. One curiosa or proof that your main cognitive function, even if you're introverted, your combination of your two primary cognitive functions usually is two smart things for the thinkers. Is that the ENTP shares there's ideas and the value in the future with the world first, then analyzes them. They can go back and forth. The extroverted intuition gets its way most of the time. The others serve it.
If the hunter can find the hit that he needs, and then supports back in with full HP and mana, as does Basket.
Always an introvert would think about an idea first and then share it. They're a thinker.
There it is. He uses the last part of his passive, and the stun from Anderson will prevent the Fearless Chain from coming through. Nonetheless, Basket will go down, and back will go.
And that's another way of saying, you know, when the ENTP refines an idea 3 times, probably the same one, says it 3 times, but also says the refined version several times, you know it's good.
This is going to give them an opportunity to fight into Cloud9 here, though, because they do have control.
They use all their intelligence.
Baskin's down for 40. They have to take this advantage. They could force a power play here, force Stealth to use his ultimate.
Feels a kick shot is a stupid one with 80 IQ.
Right now.
But you know what? I'm not going to stop myself from saying anything else. Not any more than 3 times. Don't be sad.
There wasn't a big enough lead to just, you know, overpower Epsilon.
Instead.
Adapting, charging ultimate. Jeff Hinla trying to get out. I don't think so. Heavenly Agility's getting popped. Jeff Hinla's getting flown back. He's crit. He's trying to get out here. Adapting.
Oh, the Giannis portal coming through.
Wait, he needs it. He doesn't have it.
No, they just think they're stupid. It's more like 90, I think.
Jeff Hinla will survive that engagement. A big 600 damage crit to start things off from the Mercury there, but not enough to take down the very, very resilient.
They have bad health though, is limiting their brain. All this I can tell.
All that damage done to Mercury, you saw how fast
It's kind of like they've been drinking to weaken their hangover. It's kind of limiting, health limiting.
That Mercury needs to be very careful.
They needed one. They really did. They needed at least one. Jeff probably would have been the least important at level 17 right now. The CC is important, but I feel like Stealth probably was the biggest.
But still a part of the brand, you know, the ENTP thinks about an idea and sees the value and shares it.
that's going to be a conceded Fire Giant the way of Cloud9.
Yeah, Epsilon.
It's not like it's like an subjective emotional observation.
We have to get both Phoenixes up.
ENT be extroverted intuitive thinking perceiving.
On the right side, Phoenix against the Fire Giant C9.
Still about maybe 30 seconds for that left side Phoenix, about a full minute or so in the middle Phoenix there. There's a wave pushing in on the left side as well. Only the mid lane has been sufficiently pushed out. The right side siege coming now from Cloud9 and leading the way. It's Baskin Robin.
They're trying for it. So far, they're playing this as safely as possible. It seems like they're going to wait for another wave to ensure.
I thought of another smart example, but it's not. I don't think Simon White Sherry have higher standards.
Dealing with these creeps, but adapting instead is looking towards the fight. He's going to be caught.
Epsilon forced to go to the left side as the Fire Minions are going to push into the base. They're going to try to hold with just a couple of frontliners here. Dimmy and Raffer are here. The wall will come out. MLC Stealth going to move into the back line. Finds the Unstable Vortex on the one, and back out he will go. The Titan does start taking damage from the minions streaming in, and the Phoenix on the right side getting very low, liable to fall at any moment now. Just a couple more in hands, down to about 10% HP, and indeed down it will fall. All three Phoenixes off the board. The base is broken, and Cloud9 looking to move in.
Left side Phoenix has respawned, but is already taken down by the Fire Minions. Now Cloud9 have a perfect opportunity. It doesn't get better than this. They have Fire Giant and 3 waves of Fire Minions now coming into the base. They're going to try to fight in as Dimmy tries to hold them down.
Oh, here comes the belly flop. Jeff Hinla going to be looking for this big belly flop. There's the ultimate coming out from both the Mercury and the Zeus. Doesn't deal too much damage.
Barra.
Basket still on the front line. Barra will solo down, adapting as he tries to get to the backside. Channeling the ultimate as well, keeping Dimmy locked in place. He's held out by the Thor ultimate and nearly going down his Baskin, but Emilita unable to...
We're starting with YouTube, I think. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye!
His team to a victory in game number 1 over Epsilon.
There's no hold in this one. There's no way Zeus and Ymir can hold this down against 4.